but I'm fasting. So you can suck this dick in the backseat. Then you can go and get your back beat. Oh, and I drop my son off at his track meet. Got a 3K mattress I don't like. All these other people tryna bite. Gigi in the other room, she planned a spike. Sometimes sad and I want to die. Feeling sad is okay, but your bitch is my bait. One shot with the AK, I didn't even have to spray. Make your mama go and break, then I bust a nut on her face. Can I have more food on my plate?
Hello everyone.
Just bought a Tesla and I went and broke it. Blunt to the face, you know I'm gonna smoke it. Your girl in the front, yeah, she right off it. Hey, what's up? Yo, what's up again? How are you?
Amazing. It is the Friday, right? Yeah. I'm so lost. You know what I'm blaming it on? My brain not like working properly is entirely... Oh, Google streaming, there we go. Entirely, like, started drinking cold brew, and I swear to God, I don't know what it is about fucking cold brew, but we'll talk about it afterwards. Hold on. I am feeling much better today. Cold brew NL all going well, I see. I drink so much coffee, but cold brew is like a different kind of like hit. I'm not even kidding. You have to drink it. You have to drink it as slowly as like you drink like scotch, because it's so. Do you guys know what I mean? Because like if you have too much, your brain is just like, what the fuck is this, bro? So like you have to like know how to drink it. It's fucking insane. And I can handle, yeah. I can handle like a lot of caffeine, but holy moly, a little bit too much of this. Mouthfeel of a draft nitro coffee is insane. I don't know what the fuck you are saying. Draft nitro coffee. It's... What? A draft nitro coffee. I've never heard of that in my life. What is this like Zoomer? Coffee with nitrogen gas? No, I'm okay, bro. What the fuck? Are you just like trying to get high and you're hailing it through a balloon? Haters, man. When I worked at Starbucks, they wouldn't serve nitro cold brew in sizes larger than medium because the concentrated caffeine is dangerous to like a downed venti. I don't know what the fuck a venti is either. Oh, venti is large? Okay. This is all too American for LB. Yes. I mean, look, you can't claim coffee, alright? If Americans think they can claim coffee, you can't, alright? You guys might drink coffee, but you certainly were not the first to master it, okay? It's literally Italian, yeah.
Leave Italians
Gives
alone.
a cool mouthfeel. I've never ever heard of nitrogen in coffee, bro. Why are people putting shit in coffee? Just have coffee, okay? What is this fucking bullshit?
To make nitroglycerin, you're gonna need glycerin, nitric acid, and sulfuric acid. The nitric acid adds...
Bro, why are people... Why do people have sulfuric acid in their houses? That's...
the nitro to the glycerin, and the sulfuric acid. Actually, I don't really know what the sulfuric acid is for.
Of course you don't, you idiot. Let's start the video.
This video was brought to you by Fuel.
Please, do not try this at home. Making nitroglycerin is dangerous. I am an expert. Except, I'm not an expert. And by this logic, I shouldn't be making nitroglycerin. But...
This isn't coffee. What? Why are you making... Is this guy making soap? Hey man, at least I'm not getting 10 pumps of sugar in my shit. Do you think I'm putting 10 pumps of sugar in my shit? I have my coffee black. Okay, hold on. I swear to God, like cold brew, I'm like immediately like... when my brain is freezing up, I'm like trying to take small sips, but it's like really, you don't really feel it until like 5 minutes later. Holy shit. Yeah, I opened all the links. Okay, let's go through these links he sent me. We got this Elon link. Oh my God. Bro, the funniest thing about that, like, I have him blocked so I never see him on my timeline. Otherwise, he'd always appear at the top because he's, like, that's what the Twitter algo is. It's just, it's like, everyone look at Elon Musk, basically. So if you don't mute him, then you only ever see his tweets. Okay? The funniest thing is the replies. Like, you have, like, people sucking his dick so fucking hard in the replies. Like, that it actually, like, makes you think, like, you better, you know, reading these comments is, like, harder to explain to someone than, like, watching porn, you know? Like, threat to democracy, threat to bureaucracy. Okay, he's saying that, like... He's basically saying that, oh no, Brazilian government's only acting... They think it's a threat to democracy, but it's actually a threat to bureaucracy. Shut the fuck up, you are a bureaucrat. AI will replace bureaucracy. Bro, yo, you're sub to Elon Musk? Bro. When Grok starts doing the jobs of over half of the employees of the federal government. When Grok... when the Twitter AI bot starts doing the jobs of over half of the employees of the federal government at the 10th of the time they take, they're really gonna hate you. Just nuke Twitter. Yeah, bro, it's like, that's a bookmark. Holy shit. He's memeing. He's not memeing. He's literally subbed to Elon Musk. Which means, on top of paying money for Twitter Blue, he's also, like paying extra money to, like, Elon Musk. Yeah, no, he's deadly serious. When you hear a politician say the first, you should assume the second is true. I don't know who that is, so, oh, it's probably more. Look at this boomer meme. Hi, I'm having a problem with the federal government. Have you tried turning it on and off again? Haha. Do you write a script so I don't get first? Lol. Imagine. Imagine just being targeted. There's only one choice to save this country. Bro. This is like... I just look at this and I think this is like, is this all you have to represent you guys? Is there like no one else on the Republican side? Stop asking how much people like this should be taxed. Start asking why these people waste so much tax money. Yo, you are a fucking crazy moment. Planet of memes. How liberal democracies become tyrannies. It isn't a fight between Republican and Democrat. It's a fight. It's communism versus freedom. Yes. I saw this. And I have to just say, okay, I saw people in Hus Twitch say something, and I'm sorry, I'm sure some of you guys saw the tweet. If you, like, say, if you quote tweet, like fucking Jenk going off like this and be like, Hassan, please come get your uncle, you are really fucking annoying, okay? Alright? Like, yeah, Jenk is, like, insane on this sort of stuff, but I can't stand that stuff because it's, like, it reminds me of when, like, Trainwreck was like, yeah, control your editor, Hassan. Like, please don't do that. It's really annoying, okay? Please don't, like, quote tweet this and be like, Hassan, come get your uncle. Like, come on. It's... Jenk has been in the political sphere, like, I hate that so much. It really fucking annoys me. Because it's like... I remember when fucking, and I know it's memeing, but it's like, come on. This is insane, by the way. Agree with an online right-winger, 2% of the reaction, welcome to the party, MAGA welcomes you. Right-winger, 2%. Oh, you're only agreeing with them 2%. Welcome to the party. What, Matt? No, that's not how, bro. What? What is he saying, bro? No, I know, like, 2% of the time, but no, like, MAGA is not welcoming at all. They are the least welcoming people. Like, especially if you are, like, Jake, you are Turkish. Do you... Yeah, I know he's saying if you don't agree with anything leftists say they call you a Nazi, but he's also saying that right-wingers are really welcoming, which is also not true either. I think he's just like, I don't know what's going on. Regardless, like, whatever. I don't think he's becoming red. Oh, the replies are like, you're finally becoming red pill. I don't think so. I think he's just like, I think the Overton window in liberal media has shifted. That's it. I think it's fine for like even left-wing commentators now to be transphobic, which is insane. And when they get backlash for it, they like don't realize that it's a shift or whatever. I don't know. It's very strange. Let me dilute more of this cold brew because it's just so strong. Holy shit. Now it looks like Coca-Cola. Okay, anyway. This is just... Okay, so then... Okay, let's see this. Oh god. Is it too strong or is it too weak? It's too strong. Like, I could feel that I'm gonna get the shakes, the coffee shakes. I got them yesterday, and I was like, nope. Gotta be careful with drinking cold brew. Because I want to drink cold brew during summer, because it's starting to get hot here. So I'm, like, trying to... I bought a whole bunch of cold brew bottles. So I'm getting through those, so then I can, like, stop making my own and refill these bottles. Okay? So I bought, like, 4 bottles of cold brew. And they're, like, these tiny little, like medicine bottle sort of things that they look like medicine bottles. They're 200 milliliters, and I'm going to then now like make 800 milliliter batches, and it'll probably last me like this amount. I think if I make it super strong, would last me like a whole week, which is great. So I'm gonna start doing that. I haven't had caffeine shakes since I was like 18, so that was insane because I just like never really caffeine normally never touches the sides of me. You know what I mean? But yeah. Okay. Alright, we got enough. By the way, I'm not going to be live for too long today. Because I am actually so freely is in Cape Town, and I am going to go and meet up with her. So that's gonna be fun. But yeah, I'm gonna be ending stream today at like 6. So there is no legal basis for this whatsoever. Starlink is a different company with different shareholders. Morales, the charlatan in judges' robes, cannot even cite law that which Starlink has broken. Bro, you know what's amazing about this is like, okay. Elon, like, you realize you can piss off a country and they have the legal right. You can piss off and threaten a country, okay? Whatever. And they literally can, like, legally, like, this is probably where, but they legally can be like, okay, fuck you. Like, at the end of the day, a country can decide whether they want a certain company there or not. Now, I don't know what the fuck's going on with Starlink and how it's related. Like, I don't know what the process is here, because it seems like weird that the Brazilian government is like going after Starlink when they just wanted to, but I don't really like care. I just think like there must be a reason for it. Like, governments don't just say, oh, I don't like you. Okay. Although this motherfucker is very, but you know what? Actually, never mind. It is Brazil. Brazil is like super fucking petty. Raphael, what do you, I'm getting tempted to create one, not gonna lie. Yeah, make a blue sky. Maybe I'll stop posting on there. Also, Brazil banned Twitter and Starlink as long as you use Twitter, so they are controversial, the Twitter ban. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay, then, yeah, no, that's enough. Like, you literally are going against, like, what a country wants. Like, you can't do that. We stand with the people of Brazil who are fighting a dictatorship. Bro. Oh my god, Ian Miles wrong, bro. Why are you such a fucking dick rider? Holy shit. I say the quiet part out loud. Okay. Alright, let's see these other links that you guys sent. Oh, Timple's dad apologizes to trans women for the haters and feels like, yeah. We watched the let me turn it down a bit. We watched Timple's dad. Timple's dad is literally like a fucking deficit hawk, but at the same time, like, he is it's difficult to describe. He's like very much he's a proper lib. He's socially incredibly progressive, or like not incredibly but very progressive. Like he's very not pro-trans, he's very respectful of what people want to be, okay? But he's economically conservative. So yeah, he is a liberal, right? Like he's an MSNBC lib, yes, 100%. But he also doesn't believe in a right or left, okay? He says the left is just as bad as the right, okay? Like he says if there wasn't a right or left, America would not be divided. That's the point. Having a right and left divides us. But he was like very careful to not misgender like the Majority Report's moderator and not say he or she based on their name, which was very like most libs would just like assume he or she, you know? But he just like was like, thanks to your moderator, I don't want to assume gender. Which was very nice. And very sweet. And whenever I see that in fucking boomers, I'd like, my heart like feels warm, okay? Because at least some of them fucking get it. And you know, I don't think anybody would be offended if they got misgendered in that way, but it's just like the fact that you have the thought beforehand, you know? Like, I don't think anyone would get offended if it was like just like some guy's dad who didn't like when you're an anonymous internet account and like it's not very clear what your pronouns are. That let me just clarify that. Like, yes, misgendering can be very offensive, but it's the context there. I started watching your son back when I was close to trans women back in 2020, and since I've come out and gotten more comfortable, I've genuinely gotten scared of him. Your son scares me so much. His rhetoric, his hate for me as a trans person, his hate for his family, and his hate in general will hurt people. Your platform's really evil people that say fucked up stuff. I'm sorry you have to deal with the mess. I hope you can find peace and you can reconcile. I'm sorry that my son feels division and for some hate. I never understand people that believe they should make decisions or for other people in situations. Yeah, okay. If I have not walked in the shoes of people, I will not make decisions on their lives, such as the abortion or medical assistance for young people that desire transition. If mine is, I hope their parents and medical professionals give them support so that they can live a full life of happiness. All of my best to you and yours. He's sweet, man. He released a video. Oh, hold on. Tim Pool's dad. You remove it? No.
How do you?
Okay, we can watch it. Let's go through the rest of this. Yeah, okay, this is, I don't really want to talk, like, it actually makes me sad looking at, like, French politics right now. Like, I just, please, if you're French, where the fuck has Squirrel Tempura been, by the way? I haven't seen Squirrel Tempura in this chat for a while. I've seen him in other chats. But, like, this is actually, like, making me mad, but I don't even want to talk about it, but yeah, Macron basically is fucking, just, like, yeah, being incredibly, in my streams, yeah, incredibly undemocratic. You're gonna be in France in 3 days? Oh my god. They might, I mean, they are, like, they are... It is just fucking insane. Holy shit. Okay. Hold on, let's see this. So then this is a new Netflix thing? So... Will Feller and his close friend, former head writer at SNL, Harper Steele, embark on a cross-county road trip together after Harper comes out as a trans woman in the documentary film. Will and Harper. Oh my god, okay. This looks very cool. It just looks like a okay.
I'm Will Ferrell, one of the greatest actors in the world. A long time ago, back when I was at Saturday Night Live, I met a guy who was hired as a writer the same week I was hired. He wrote a bunch of sketches for me and eventually became the head writer of SNL. And over the years, he became one of my closest friends. And then one day, I got this email. Hey, Will, something I need you to know. I'll be transitioning to live as a woman.
I don't doubt that Will is my friend, but I'm not Andrew Steele anymore.
It was just, whoa.
I love this country so much, I just don't know if it loves me back right now.
Harper, would you want to do a road trip as this new version of yourself and at the same time figure out what this all means to us?
Fuck, this is amazing. This is like literally so good at like refocusing like the trans narrative within like liberal spaces so people stop like fucking talking about like sports and shit. Oh my god, the right is gonna go insane. Oh my god, Ben Shapiro is 100% gonna watch this with his like fucking little notepad, okay, at home, okay, but the kids can't watch it. Like, oh my god. But this is gonna be lovely.
The Hollywood movie stuff.
No, you don't reckon? Okay, that's okay. Roll up the window.
Were you a little worried about how to talk to me when I came out to you?
Yeah, probably a little nervous.
There are no ground rules with friends, I'm telling you. I invite any friend of mine to ask me these questions. I am not afraid to talk about them.
There's a question. Do you think you're a worse driver as a female driver?
That's the dumbest. That is so. No, that is so. Oh, fuck you. Zing. But I am. Woo. Yeah. Oh.
Oh yeah, this is my friend Harper.
How you doing?
Yo,
Hey,
maybe
bro.
maybe like it's good. People could be like, yeah, no, you could make. Maybe it'll make people more comfortable. Let's go. Yeah, we can still be sexist. Let's go.
You know, it's she, but that's okay.
Sorry.
This is
Trans-inclusive misogyny time.
probably around the age where I started to feel just kind of weird.
Yeah.
I used to come out to these kind of places before, and then I transitioned and I got a little afraid. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy it. Come out.
I'm not really afraid of these people. I'm afraid of hating myself. All I want to do is live.
I'm a perfect driver, just don't look at how I hit the wall in my new house. Hello, Aiden! Aiden, apparently you can ban Twitch stuff. I'm not gonna do it because I'm linked to like... I'm linked to like so many different like fucking accounts, but apparently I can ban you now, which is pretty cool. I'm not gonna do it because of all of like the different ban info I share with people, but I'm just saying I could. Yes, good change.
Oh, Dunkin' Donuts.
No.
We've not done one fun thing. Name one fun thing we've done.
Okay, this is really good. Like, I think the fact that it's a documentary. Yeah, hey Aiden, I've got this gun, just so you know I can use it. I'm not gonna use it. I'm not gonna use the gun. Okay? I mean, Aiden's got a gun himself, but I've got the master gun, okay? You've also got a gun, Odie, but I had the gun that ends all of the other guns, okay? My gun can take away your gun, you know, it's great. Are you sure? Okay, like, yeah, okay, never mind. You are literally, like, the fucking... I am talking to the dev of Fosterbot. Because I'm on Hassan's chat. Bro, okay, yeah, do it. Fucking, okay. Go on, get on with it, get on with it. Get on with it. Let me pop it out. Come on, I know you want to. I'm on mobile, that's too much work. Anyway. I remember someone, like, managed to... There we go. Oh, it wasn't that much work, was it? Okay. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Alright, there we go. And there we go. That's how it's gonna be. Aiden! Okay. Alright, that looks great. Okay, so, and apparently Obama, like, actually didn't listen to 365, which, like, whatever. Fuck Obama. Obama is not brat. He responds to critics. I wonder, like, okay. Hold on, where is it? Where is it, Elysium? 360. I just trying to remember, like, imagine Obama singing, like, I'm bumping that, bumping that, bumping that, bumping that.
Summer. Had it or hit it, Brat Summer.
Hit it. I just put out my playlist, and 365 is on it, and it is a great album. So people question sometimes whether
No, it's okay, Elysium.
Listen to all this music, as I've testified before. I am. Charlie XCX, she knows what she's doing.
Had it or hit it, Brat Summer.
Hit it. I just...
Bro, he answers every single question like the most politician. He's like, as I've testified before? Bro, you mean you told people? Did you testify before a court or something? What the fuck?
Put out my playlist, and 365 is on it, and it is a great album. So people question sometimes whether I'm actually listening to all this music, as I've testified before.
As I've testified before, bro. Holy shit. My word. Okay. Oh, let's have a look at this. From the Crash Dummies podcast.
A podcast. I used to like y'all. Y'all did a podcast with Hassan.
Yeah.
I always forget that he's really popular, so he has a lot of like haters too.
Yeah, whoever said that died slow. But,
Whoever said that dies slow. I love that.
Hassan could do no wrong in my eyes. Whatever he say, I said it too. Fuck it. You diss Hassan, you diss me.
But yeah, we'll definitely be back out there to do some more collabs and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's like y'all really did a podcast.
I
used to
love
like
that. That's so good.
y'all did a podcast with Hassan.
Yeah.
I always forget that he's really popular, so he has a lot of like haters too.
Yeah, whoever said that died slow.
Whoever said that died slow. That's amazing. I've been binging their podcast after the collab. Is it good? This is such a not online take that they don't know what the Hassan hate is. I mean, no, you could be super look, online spaces are so like look, you can be so locked in to everything happening on TikTok and not even like touch the sides of what's happening on TikTok. And it's the same with everything, right? It's like some people are really online and they don't know what the fuck is happening with Elon Musk, you know? It's just like, are you within like the political, more American political like landscape of online? Okay? You can literally be terminally online and you're just a fucking Swiftie, you know? And all you consume is Swiftie content, you know? So I'm sure like some of these people, yeah, but they obviously didn't like, I mean, I'm pretty sure, I don't think these guys are terminally online, but like, sometimes when you're just looking at like different circles of the internet when you're focused on other stuff, you don't really quite realize, you know? The call-in show is fucking wild. Sometimes it was so good when we watched it. I loved it. Brat is such a good fucking album. I wish I could play it right now. Okay. I think I went through everyone's legs. Okay, let's do it. Okay, today I am literally like Wordle is gonna be so owned. Okay, are you guys ready?
Let's go,
The last 2 days of Wordle were not great. Okay, but today Wordle is gonna be like, it's over. Okay, like, just watch. Aegis. Don't worry, we got a little bit of a could. Okay, we got an E and a U. All right. U. No. Okay. What about? What the fuck? What? New. Use. Huh? Huh? Okay, okay, we're getting there, okay. Okay, refute? Refute? Okay, Reput. Repub. It's a Renut. Okay, Ren up. Ref up. Ref refu. Stop. Is this how you spell refute? Doesn't it have an E at the end? No. Review! Fuck! What does that mean, review? Review. Is that review? Like reviewing? Is that actually the word review? I'm so dumb. Holy shit. Is that how you spell review? No, it's not. Okay, good. For a moment, I thought my brain. It's like a theater. Okay, good. Okay. That cold brew numbers on you? No. No, this is just like how bad I am at English. Rerun. It's a rerun. You see? Okay, connections, mind virus. Catalog, episode, letter, coil, count, season, matter. Number, bounce, build, Giza. Affair. Total event, card amount. Bounce. An event. Affair. Okay. It was a weird... Okay, it's... No, event, a weird affair, a weird, like, episode. Matter, probably? No. Okay, no. Incident. Okay. No, we got it. Bill, letter, number, amount, card, coil. Coil. It's coiled, it's bounced. It's letter, number, amount, bill. What's the number? What's the amount? What's the bill? What's the total? Yeah, okay. What? One away? Okay, count, season, card, coil, catalog. Okay. I have no idea. Catalog. Yo, bro, what the fuck? Card? Letter. Letter. Dollar bill. Dollar bounce. Dollar count. What's the count? The total? The number, the amount. Okay, there we go. Quantity. A bill. A coil. A Giza. Season. We got ounce and bounce. Oil and coil. We got gay and Giza. We got login catalog. Season. You guys, look, you guys can say as much as you want that, like, I'm saying Giza wrong. And I should say Geyser. But have you considered that my father is literally a plumber and he says it this way? No, you haven't, have you? Okay, have you considered that? Is your father a plumber? This isn't just stuff that came out, you know? Have you considered my whole family is wrong? Wouldn't that just make him wrong? Ain't no pipes in a Giza though. You guys don't know what I'm talking about. In South Africa, this is a Giza. Hold on. This is a Giza in South Africa. It's a hot water maker for your shower. Typical American ignorance. No, I know, bro. Like, it's like literally just like, wow, you use different words for different things. No, bro. This is a fucking hot water heater for your shower. Search Giza Google streamer. I'll do it, but it'll come. I'm South African, so it's gonna come up with images of geezers. Hold on. I told you. Why do British people pronounce stuff so weird? Bro, do you think this is just like a British people? I live in South Africa. No, there was promises in India. Okay? You can see you got solar heating for a water tank there. Okay. But it's probably an American meaning of it. Which is just like a hot water thing underground. Giza, the hot water thing, and Geyser, the geological formation. I'd call it both Giza. Shut the fuck up, Americans. Get some fucking trains before y'all yap about technology, you backwater shithole country. Tell them, nerd. Tell them, fucking nerd. Tell them. Tell all of them, okay? They don't know shit. Letter card bill catalog. Things are just a season coil bounce Giza. What spring light referred to? Okay. Whatever. Okay. Alright. Let's go. Pioneering video game way in which you slither around and eat apples. Snake. Making alternative to home address. Post. Fuck. P.O. box. Grammy winner Hayes. Words on a book spine. The title. Bonafide. I don't know. A spit valve? Probably a spit valve. I have no idea. A respectful denial? I don't know. My dad would know this. No. Subside a bait, maybe? No idea. Animal whose closest living relative is the wombat. A koala. Microsoft alternative to Excel. Isaac. No. No. Going to feed. What? No, sis? No. No. Respectful denial. No. No. Sin. No. No sin. No. Does anybody know what this is? Real? No, sir. Oh, fuck. Bro, that's gendered. Fuck that. Oh, I forgot Hassan Guesser. You're right. I did forget Hassan Guesser. Okay. Casual day. Okay, buddy. Okay.
Myron. So for weight loss to occur, guys, calories out needs to exceed calories in.
Holy shit!
It's over. That's. Are we? I'm gonna have to call my account manager for that one. Fuck. Might get banned off Twitch for this one, boys. I'm sorry. This shit is like. I didn't realize the video was gonna have TOS. These are trues.
Crits Myron.
So for weight loss to occur, guys, calories out needs to exceed calories in.
Holy shit!
It's over. That's. Are we? I'm gonna have to call my.
Like 2 years ago. 2022. It's like he's gone to the anime con. The queen is still alive. Not yet. Okay. Okay, let's say late July. Late July. Okay. Early November. Okay. Fuck, one guess left. I know it's mid-October. No, there's no spooky emotes. Late July? Fuck you. Okay, well. I was close. I said mid-July. Not bad, though. Not bad. I had the year down correctly. The great Tim yesterday trying to get him to do okay, buddy. He did not like that at all. He did not comment on it. Oh god, bro. You know what's so funny is so many people fucking atted me to find a clip and no one told me what the clip was for. I was like, why are fucking 50 people pinging me? Like, can anybody tell me what it is that I was supposed to be searching for? And not one person. Not one person. Someone replied being like, sorry, I don't have good long-term memory. I mean, short-term memory. Which is really funny. Anyway. Okay. Oh, so I mentioned he wants to find a new example of him saying something. Yeah, I couldn't figure out what it was. He said your name specifically. I can't even remember what it was, what he was asking for. There's something to do with Russia. Billion. Crude petroleum. Billion. What about Bahrain? What about Bahrain? This looks like a good Bahrain pick. Like, it just seems like enough for, like, that tiny little island. Okay, maybe it's Kuwait. I mean, I doubt it's Iran. It could be Iran, though. Or it could be even Iraq. Iraq is probably it. No, it's Iran. Or why didn't I just go? Wait, it's not even Iran? Is this Azerbaijan? Azerbaijan. I did not know that they were big on oil. Azerbaijan! That's what XQC calls Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan! Azerbaijan! This is Angola. There we go. Easy. Ugasa. Okay, this, I was like, is this a banana? Trump, thank you.
9 months off.
Okay, it must be German, right? Or like Swedish, I think, because of the juniper berries. Eisbein. It looks gross, I'm sorry. Like, it literally looks like the worst way in which you could prepare this type of meat. It looks like it's been boiled. This looks super American. You can't tell me this is not American. Beef brisket, kosher salt, of course, by peppercorns, mustard. No, this is... This has to be the United States. Orders? It's Canadian? Bro, what the fuck? Nah, I should just get that. That's bullshit. That's absolute bullshit. I know. That's insane. Rice, water, millet, corn flour. This is Indian, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it's like... Rice, water, millet, corn flour. Dish involves boiling rice until it's extremely soft. Once boiled, the rice is vigorously pounded or mashed until it forms smooth dough-like consistency. Oh, maybe this is Japanese. Maybe Japan. Ice cold? Okay, India? Ghana? Ah, okay. Tuwon Shinkafa. Interesting. Awesome QT and fan clip. Have a look.
Last time you had a caramel apple fan?
Like never. I
really?
Cause well, I've had it like one time when I was younger, and then like I said, it got sticky all over my face, and I was like, ah. Same reason I don't like facials. I just don't like sticky stuff staying on my face. Well, I've never had a facial.
Can you explain? No, actually,
like I've oh wait, rated E forever. I like skincare facials. because the stickiness doesn't stay on.
Right.
It's like moisture.
Yeah.
But then a big reason why I never wanted to try a different kind of facial is because
Bro, how the fuck is this wholesome? Like, why did you send this to me? Send this to someone else. It's a no-no.
I don't want to be like, get off of me.
Right.
Which is what this made me feel like eating it like that, not cut up, eating it like that. It just got all over my face, and I'm like, fuck off, frick off.
Yeah, big points. I'm so happy that we cut it off for you. That's awesome. Last time you had a caramel apple fan?
Like never.
Caramel apple. I've never had one either. It's not a thing for me. I liked how Cutie felt during a sponsored stream. You specifically sent this clip. You know what you were doing. Don't act all innocent all of a sudden. You knew what you were doing. This is not wholesome at all. Anyway. Okay. Oh, we didn't do passport. Well, yeah, let's do that. Oh, it's Albania. Okay, it's easy. Your reputation? Bro, when have you ever had a good reputation? Yeah, we saw that note that was promised. Yeah, we've seen that. The fan cam one. Okay, let's see. French is official language, is landlocked. Okay, Burundi is an obvious one here, but you could also go with like I'm sure Burkina Faso speaks French, maybe. Flag with an animal, flag with only 2 colors, French is official language. Okay, we can't get South Africa here, unfortunately. Okay. Zimbabwe borders Zambia, Namibia, South Africa, and Botswana. So we can do Zimbabwe here, and it's probably gonna be really good. Yeah, epic. Okay. Yeah. This. Area less than 5k kilometers. French is official language. Borders 4 to 5 countries. French is official language. I mean, you could just put down France, right? Okay, Burundi is like the obvious pick here, but there's also like those fucking French islands. Like French Polynesia. There we go. And you could put Burundi here. Malta would be good here, but it has grey in it though, the Malta flag. Right, within 2 colors. Tonga is good. Tonga. Why not Tonga? Okay. Okay, we're doing really well now. Let's see. Flag with animal less than 5 kilometers. Kilometers squared. Okay, let's think. We could do Kiribati. We could do... I think the Coco... Not Cocos, but like Christmas Island has a bird on it, doesn't it? I think it does. I mean, we'll just do Kiribati. Okay, it's a rare. Ghana borders 1, 2, 3 countries, I think. Ivory Coast borders 4, I think. Yeah, I think this is correct. Okay. Landlocked flag with animal. Rwanda doesn't have an animal. I don't know if Kazakhstan is completely landlocked. Let's think about somewhere else. Oh, Uganda's a good one. Is landlocked flag with only 2 colors. Liechtenstein has more. I think more like there aren't many flags in Africa that only have 2 colors. This is the trickiest one so far. Borders 4 to 5 countries, like okay. And flag with 2 colors. Come on, Bobby, let's go party. I mean, would they count like Indonesia borders Malaysia and also borders? No, it only borders 2 countries basically. No. It's also got East Timor, and it borders Brunei. No, Brunei is in Malaysia, isn't it? Fuck. Okay, no, let's try. Maybe it counts. Maybe it counts. Fuck. Okay, it doesn't count. Denmark borders Germany and Sweden. Austria works. Austria is good here, but everyone's gonna pick Austria though. What? Fuck you. Enable infinite mode. Ukraine? What? It probably borders more then. Let me blow my nose. My word, okay. What if I have no higher? Okay, well then what about like fucking no, Sweden doesn't work. What about Latvia? Latvia? There we go. Okay, we got one. There we go. We got it. Is landlocked flag with only 2 colors? This is the tricky one now. Fuck, because I already did all the landlocked flags with only 2 colors. Now I can't use them. Fuck. Okay, no, Kyrgyzstan. That's pretty good. Okay, I got this one. Jersey. Eh. Okay. Alright. I think I'm gonna have to make a med lemon. I haven't had a runny nose, like, I think in like 2 years. It's very weird. I hardly ever get sick like that. I don't know why. But I'll just make a med lemon and it'll be fine. Yo, your boy Brian. Thank you for the gifty. And Jason, thank you for the raid. Holy moly. Welcome in, raiders. I don't know why. Okay, there we go. The raid thing won't play. Welcome in. Hope you had a great stream. I am. Yeah, you.
Come on,
I'm here,
Bobby,
I'm streaming.
let's go
I'm alive. I'm live and alive.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just a bit. A runny nose for some reason. But that's good. 69 raises. Nice. Yeah, exactly. CTE raid. Yeah, I saw that Jason bought a helmet, which is great. Like, really good to know. Okay. Let's do... Flaggle. Okay. Did anyone send you a deadlock invite? I haven't looked at Steam, but it's fine. I'm not going to play it today. Because I'd have to download it, you know? I can see though. Okay. Let's see. Lucio. Pick a country, any country. But it has to be a country, not a territory. The game is only like 10 gigs. Yeah, but like... I'm also not going to play it today. Like, if it says that you might just get it another day, I want to just make sure it's ready. Okay, let me check quickly. Wait for Lucio. Team. No, nobody sent me an invite. Where would I know if somebody sent me an invite? In the announcements? New games, team, help. Notifications, top left. Oh, I was invited to a playtest in August. Of what? Oh, yeah. No, I've been. Nandre sent me a deadlock theme playtest. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, I've already got a playtest invite from Nandre like a week ago. Okay, sick. I don't know. I've never clicked on my notifications on Steam ever. I think Nandre just sends it out to everyone, you know? What did Lucio choose? Jamaica? Sure. This is Pakistan. There we go. There you have it. Okay, chat. I will be back in a second. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know why, but my nose is getting all runny now. Let me just quickly go and make myself a med lemon. It's just so that I don't, like, continue. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's something I ate earlier. Where it's like, what the fuck? I'll be back in a second. Let me just get something on this side. So you can look at something while I'm gone. Because I won't be long. I just need to quickly, like, boil a kettle. Which is annoying, but whatever. Maybe it's the cold brew.
Today I feel gay.
It's gay, gotcha.
Okay.
What is life like on Bitch Island? I don't know. Ask your mom.
What sucks is that online for the test, I can't play with anyone from the community because if you start after 6 p.m. LA time, my matchmaking is over. What? Wait, it's like a specific time zone? I think my runny nose is also allergies, Jacob Johns, but that's not gonna stop me from taking a Med-Lemon because I'm not gonna have it. Like, that's the worst thing ever. Is like when you just like can't stay with a runny nose and you're like, why? But why? Nandre literally switches his time zone to Aussie to keep playing. Oh my god, that's amazing. Oh my god, this Nandre is a gamer. So true. Like, that's insane. Nandre's addicted as hell. I don't know what does MOBA even stand for? Like multiplayer online. What? I don't know. I'm like, for me, yeah. You didn't know? Oh, thank you. They didn't cook massively online battle arena. Okay. Why did they cook you? Like, why are people so mean? Nerds, all of them? Oh, it's multiplayer online battle arena, not massively online. I was massively was the first one. Okay, whatever. I was memeing. Okay, massively online. MOBA. I would like is it a mobile game? It's a MOBA game. A mobile. I've always thought it was that. I'm not even kidding. Okay, we're not doing anything else except for Vandal. And then we're gonna do some reacts. We're gonna do some Timpool dunking on reacts. I love that literally like all of this shit about Timpool has reached the mainstream media. Like that to me is like such fucking karma. Like you have no idea. Anyway. It's not that, but what the fuck is this shit? Isn't that like the Indiana... Isn't like Indiana Jones or some shit? I don't know what it's called. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay, cool. Bro, what the fuck? It was the first MOBA I've ever played, and it took me 25 games and 2 short YouTube videos to get relatively decent at it. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, let's see. Timple's dad. Let's have a look, everyone. That's how my cat tells me she's very hungry. There's a great Maggie May fish video about Clint Eastwood. I don't actually know who Clint Eastwood is. Like, I'd probably know what he looks like, but I can't put the name to the face. Like, I've heard the name before. Oh, you got automated for racism for saying Russian shill. Oh yes, this was great. I saw this. So, thank you for you know, posting this, Zenodo. But look at him, bro. He's so upset.
I mean, this is a classic. I can't believe after all the Tim Pool coverage, Shashan didn't show this video of him. This is a classic. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's a top of the hour ad break debate.
You got him. You got him. Well done. Amazing. That was amazing. Okay, listen to this. He's like...
I mean, this is a classic. I can't
Bro, this was primed, like, sent and, like, primed, like, days ago as well. Like, 31st of August. It took you a week to be able to, like, get it to work. You can't even be fully mad, yeah. 9.96, that's incredible. That's, like, one of the highest you can get. Because there's always motherfuckers that put in 0 out of 10, you know? Well, that he clicked a 2-like tweet, honestly. I mean, like, it's just the people in the community, you know? I think he knows RT Pinto, you know? So... Also, like, the tweet, like, for example, if you send a brand new YouTube video, sometimes, like, sometimes it, like, takes a while for, like, the new cached data to load. So, like, you can have, like, a YouTube video that has, like, millions of views. And it'll appear, it'll appear in, basically, the, like when you hang out with the fucking embed whatever statistics will be much, much lower. You know? Like, let me give an example. Like, here. Yeah, it doesn't even show you the likes. For that, but like it will show you views for like YouTube and stuff. And, like, normally the views are like way less than they actually are, like, when you go click on the video. You know? Okay, let's have a look at Timple's dad. So Timple's dad has come online to basically He's not a leftist, okay? So just be prepared for that. Alright, Timple's dad's not a leftist. He's going to say some really liberal shit like, you know, why are there two sides in America? That's how they're dividing us. Like, he's gonna say some fucking... But he is socially progressive, okay? So, is he pro-trans people? Yes. Is he pro-gay people? Yes. He's pro-do whatever the fuck you want as long as, like, your doctor and parents are okay with it, kind of shit. But he's like... the kind of liberal... He's, like, got fucking Mr. Beast style, like, brain disease with politics, okay? It's like, you know, it's both the left and the right, and yeah. Oh, is the Dullbot still on? Hold on. Dulls, help. There we go.
How do you do? My words, my opinion / perspective. Subscribe, like, ring the bell if you think anything coming out of this noggin is intelligent. My words, my opinion, folks. Let's go. Let's call out the big elephant in the damn room. My son, Tim. All right. I believe myself to be impartial, unbiased when I talk about Tim. I am giving you exactly what the DOJ says. The DOJ says that these producers, Tim, Ruben, whoever.
He's like a true American. Like he's literally like, I will follow the law to the fucking T, and I'm not gonna I not like a true. I mean, most Americans but he literally won't like if I was to say, you know, Tim Pool's beanie smells, he'd be like, that's like, you know, left wing hating right wing people. But I'm like, no, I just, you know what I mean, like. So he doesn't like name calling or bullying, okay? And I wouldn't even call that name calling bullying. I would just say like, yeah, he's an actual centrist, but he's like socially progressive, you know?
Contracted with a company.
No, I don't think he would have voted for Trump. I doubt it, Jason. Maybe, but Trump was saying a whole bunch of race. I don't think this guy is like
Tennessee.
I don't think this guy, like, obviously he probably is a bit racist, as all white people are in America, okay? Like, or white people in general. There's always a little bit of racism. But, like, I think if like, somebody, I don't think he's, like, bigoted, like, in the sense that he holds, like, specifically negative feelings towards, like, people who are Muslim. Or, people who are, you know, like, not white. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's more just like the fact that he's very, he was very careful about, like, using the correct pronouns of someone when he came on the Majority Report. We watched it yesterday, and that was pretty interesting, okay? So I think he's, like, very aware of, like, social issues and like, structures of that sort of stuff, and he's like, yeah. But he's also a fucking, like, debt hawk, where he's like, the debt is a pretty big problem. So, yeah, like, just like the most, like, normal American politics ever, where it doesn't make any sense, okay?
Owned by 2 Canadians. Okay. Tim.
Would you say that anyone exposed to capitalism, especially white people, have conditioned racism? This is not for me to, like, sort of really get into. I think that, like everyone, like, and that, look, I'm a white South African, okay? Like, I'm just saying, I think that if you say that you are 100% not racist whatsoever, based off of the fact that we have grown up in a country that, like, has, I've grown up in a country that has, like, thrived in the past off, like, deliberate, systematic, like, racist structures within government, okay? As America has, a lot of that stuff does permeate culture. Okay, I can't 100% say, like the thing is, everyone has got blind spots. It's about being completely aware of them. Okay, so I'm not gonna say he's. I will say, like, when you talk about white people, okay, there are a lot of, like, things you pick up. Okay, all right, and it's about figuring out whether they're there or not. Like, you can be. That's why it's not just enough to be, like, against it. You have to be anti-racist, and you have to fight it within yourself as well. Okay. And I'm not saying that people, like, deliberately when they grow up, like, you know, like, if you're white or whatever, you're just born racist. No, it's all about conditioning and the society that we fucking grow up in, okay? And the society that we've grown up in has been systematically racist, okay? So to some degree, there's always going to be, like, a blind spot here and there, okay? That's what I'm meaning to say. I'm not saying that, like, you know, suddenly, you know, the bigot's just gonna jump out of you, okay? Normally it'll come through in a microaggression, or there'll just be something that you're unaware of, okay? There's some scenario you haven't, like, thought about before, okay? That affects people of color and not white people, okay? And it's about being aware of that, okay? So that's why I'll never say that, like, a white person is not, like, it's a weird argument to go down, but, like, I think this guy, like, understands, like, systematic racism, put it that way, because it would be very weird for someone to not get systematic racism, but it would be weird for someone to be, like, careful about pronouns, but not but deny that systematic racism exists. You know what I mean? This is why I'm saying he probably is pretty good on race issues as well. Better than most Americans, probably.
On his show said that, well, they licensed, was it Culture Wars to Tenet Media. So that basically what that means is Tim continues producing Culture Wars as he always has, but Tenet can now show it on their platform or can advertise it under their name. Now, Tenet Company is owned by 2 Canadians who were being bankrolled by 2 Russians who were bankrolled by Russia. So we don't even know if the 2 Canadians knew that the money was coming from Russia. They knew it was coming from Russians, but we take money from all types of nationalities, and it doesn't mean they're being funded by their government. So we don't even know if the 2 Canadians knew that the money was actually coming out of Russia. Okay? So you can't hang the producers of videos that made a license agreement to allow them to show their videos. They didn't change their perspective. They still had the right ideology they were selling. Okay? Now, what's interesting here is you're going to have the right side of the fence is actually probably going to be truthful for a few times and go straight from the DOJ. Okay? What Merrick Garland said about this. Personally, we need to wait until the end of the investigation to get all the facts. When I was a fireman, we'd go out on a fire, an incident, trash, explosion, whatever. And when we get back to the firehouse, we'd sit down, watch the news. And damned if the news would come on about where we were just at and handled and be completely freaking off in the la la land. Here on the internet, media, news, they want to be the first.
He's just like, okay, he's just basically saying that, no, this is like the actual, like, he is an actual centrist, okay? He's not even pandering to either side on this, which is very interesting. No, I'm not even kidding, because he's like, no, we have to wait for more information before we can make a judgment. Okay, he is literally like, you wish that like all courts were like this in America. You know, he's literally like, we're not, let's get every single fact. Yeah. His political ideology is not losing money. I don't know. As I said, he's not a fucking leftist, but he is socially progressive, in my opinion.
First to tell you shooting at a school. Why? Because then you tune into that station and you mostly stay on that station, majority of people, for that information. That's why they want to grab you as soon as an event happens, which unfortunately means they don't really have all the facts yet. So that's what happens. So, but what we're going to have here is the left is going to attack Ruben and Tim no matter what. Why? Because that's where their revenue's coming from. All right?
Oh my God.
They make money when they attack the opposing side.
But he doesn't understand. No, but he'll say it the inverse as well. Okay? But he, like, this is, no, yeah, he's a money man. Yeah. But he doesn't realize you can't grift from the left. There's no money grifting on the left, okay?
On views, clicks, okay?
But he's right about the
now,
views
what
and
aggravates
clicks.
me is when the left gets hyperbolic and just starts selling you a pile of bullcrap like the Rational National. I'm going by their headline. Tim Pool and Dave Rubin cry victim after getting caught being paid by Russian-funded company.
I mean, they did cry victim. It literally says, like, that they anyway. He's gonna defend his son. Like he's still, I mean, he won't defend his son. He specifically has this channel not to defend his son, by the way. I'm just saying, like this channel is specifically for him to, like he'll often, like, oh my God, exclamation mark, exclamation. Like, he made this to, like, combat what his son says, and he does, like, often speak to people in the comments being like, I'm really sorry for, like, the way my son has divided this country, you know? You're the dad, so you're protective, that's okay, but the sums are too insane for Tim to get away with naivety. I try to avoid bias, but you may be correct. I may protect myself with ignorance, but I do put a high bar for evidence. Thank you for your truth. Like, he's not like a bad guy. He's like, yeah, he's saying I agree with you. I'm trying to avoid bias, but you may be correct. I may protect myself with ignorance. But I do put a high, you know, like, so he is going to, this is still his son at the end of the day, right? Anyway. My god, this is a Majority Report centrist view watcher. Holy shit. I'm always confused as to, do people not understand why centrism is bad? It is one of those things that, like, I feel like people just don't get, no matter how much like, they'll still just be like, no, I'm in between.
What is life like on Bitch Island? I don't know. Ask your
Well,
mom.
see, they weren't caught. So you're saying they were caught taking money from a company down in Tennessee owned by two
They
Canadians.
see it as the educated take. I mean, Tim Pool says he's a centrist. Yeah, I mean, we all know, like, why centrism is, like, bad, okay? Because, like, if you got one side saying, okay, let's, you know, say trans people are not allowed to exist, okay? And there's no such thing as being trans, blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's the right. And the left is being like, no, they do have a right to exist and should have the same rights. A centrist can't just say, let's meet in the fucking middle, okay? That's where centrism, like, caters towards right-wing thoughts, because regardless, if you meet in the middle there and say, okay, well, then basically, I guess the centrists will be like, yeah, take it to the fucking states. And in some states, then you don't have the full right, okay? A right is not a right if only some people in some areas have it, okay? Especially, like, if we're talking about, like, a country, right? Like, abortion is no longer a right in the United States. It's a privilege, okay? Because in some states you can't get an abortion, like, after a certain time. Like, that's when it no longer is a right, because not everyone has it, okay? But, like this is the take that I have with centrism, that the best argument I have against it is, like, okay, let's say someone steals your dog, right? Someone's stolen your dog, okay? That's super fucked up, okay? But then you steal your dog back. Like, the centrist approach would be, well, you stole the dog, and then now it was his dog, and then you stole it back, right? So the centrist would be like, well, you're also in the wrong for stealing the dog. You know what I mean? Like, that's exactly sort of what happens there. Is like the first wrong committed and the reaction to it are seen as exactly the same equal. Okay, and this is why centrism is so bad when it comes to, like, the oppressed fighting back against the oppressor as well. You know, and people will and that's it is an ideology that is just prone to have an Overton window that shifts more and more and more and more right. It's not really an ideology. It's just fucking fence sitting. It's trying to, like, think of this, like, idealistic world in which, like, these ideologies, like, can make a fabric of society together. But that doesn't work. They are contradictory. Okay?
Wow, that sort of means maybe it's Canada's behind it. Maybe this is a plot from the Rational National because he's Canadian. So this is just a plot for the Canadians who are selling out to the Russians. See what I'm saying? It's moronic to sit there and say that these producers got caught because they had a license agreement with a American company in Tennessee owned by two Canadians. Okay? That's the story.
But I will say one thing about this, okay? If you read through his comments, he's very open with the fact that he could be biased too, even though he's trying not to. So when you listen to this, and this is something that I could talk about a lot, okay? Especially with someone who is, like, a fucking normie like this guy, okay? Like, don't immediately jump down someone's throat and be like, no, you're wrong, right? Like that immediately closes people off, especially someone like this, who seems very willing to actually listen to reason. You know what I mean? Okay, if it's a fucking hog, then yeah. Ignore him, but yeah.
Here for the video producers. So it's kind of bullcrap for Rational National to get up there and say they were caught. They had no clue Russia was involved down the road. And the DOJ has said so, that these producers were victims unknowingly. Their product was being used because Russia liked their product. But people, where's all the money come from? We got rich people on both sides. We got people on the left making millions of dollars, and we got people on the right making millions of dollars. If I was China, if I was Russia, I'd be throwing money on both sides. Because why? You can't divide the American people from one side. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how? if everybody's left-leaning and believes one liberal show, there's no conflict. If everybody's right-leaning, there's no conflict. You have to have both sides. So Russia would have to fund both sides.
But it's not the division of right and left that create like issues within America, like ideologically speaking. It's because like of right-wing policy and like greed that almost single-handedly comes from the right. Like America would be a fucking shithole, okay? If the left didn't exist, it would be more of a shithole than it is already. If there was no like left or liberal counterpart, okay? That's not how this works. Okay, it's not the ideology that is causing like divisions in the country. Okay, divisions are being like class divisions are more an issue. But here's the thing: it's like this guy's just misguided. All right, he's not like a fucking commentator. He probably has like a super normie job, and he sees every single day. He's grown up in a fucking duopoly system, like most of you Americans have, where you have the right and you have the left, and you think maybe all of the issues just come from this like political divide. No, that's not where the issues come from. But I can understand like why you would be led to that opinion, because you see that as the root of all conflict, you know. But no, that's not it at all.
Sides, even though majority is probably going for their pro rhetoric. And believe me, I don't support Russia's attack on the Ukraine. I don't support that at all. I think Ukraine is justified in killing every goddamn, that invaded their country. Same as we do here. Okay? My word's my opinion, folks.
I mean,
but
the thing is, imagine you could fund one side and everyone would now believe it. Why would you have to fund the other side? I mean, no. Scam, bank run, fraud literally did fund both sides for crypto lobbying. But that's different. It's not like... The point was to make it a bipartisan issue, okay? To like not create regulations on cryptocurrency within the government. So but the thing is, it's about who you're open about. So all of the right-wing funding went through dark money groups that couldn't be traced to him, apparently. And all of the funding to the Democrats was very open in the air. For a reason, because it's PR, because you want the fucking, coastal elite liberals to, think you're fucking cool and not like, donating to anything to do with Donald Trump, So when you want like lobbying in the government, most of the time it's lobbying from both sides, especially if it's like Israel or anything where you want anything that isn't a partisan issue, okay? Generally, you'll see funding from both sides, but you can also get spoilers, okay? Especially within the Democratic Party. People who have been funded by, like, fucking Big Pharma corporate... I mean, I guess Big Pharma is also now bipartisan, like, being pro-Big Pharma. But yeah, like, this funding both sides actually does happen a lot, okay? But I don't think necessarily by... I mean, I think that there are some, like, left-wing commentators probably in the US that were funded by Russia as well. Like, actually, I'm not sure why, though. Because at the end of the day, like, most people would not be listening to those people. I don't know. For me, it's just like, okay, I'm not quite... I'm just not sure what the goal would be for Russia in that instance, okay? Especially seeing their military ads.
Full story to come out, but to sit there and to hang these
But hey,
right...
Putin apparently has come out and said that, he wants Kamala to win, which is so funny. Like, why?
Side? No, the problem is this. When I go against something that my son has produced, like Ukraine is the problem for Russia's invasion, all right? I don't attack calling my son any kind of names. I attack what he said, okay? That he says Ukraine is to blame. I say, no, Ukraine didn't ask Russia to invade their country, and I'll address the subject. When people address the individual and not the subject, they're just selling you a pile of crap, trying to make $1 like the other side. My words, my opinion, folks. Have a good...
My words, my opinion. Once again, I mean, this is his opinion, and I think if you look through the comments, he does seem to be very aware that he could be wrong on this instance. The thing is like no, I'm going to attack Ben Shapiro for his existence, because his existence is just to like sow discontent and radicalize people and get people into the alt-right pipeline, which is going to lead to more harm to society as a whole. Okay, his ultimate contribution to the fabric of society is net negative. Okay, and I have no power over Ben Shapiro doing that. So in that instance, I'm just going to be like, fuck you, Ben. You're an absolute fucking arsehole. Because the thing is, Ben is smart enough to know that most of the time, what he is saying is a lie. And he knows that. Apparently, people who, like, know Ben Shapiro, like, liberals who are friends with him, like, say he's actually really great to be around. And, like, a lot of the stuff he'll never, like, talk about, you know, blah, blah, blah. And he's good to, like, apparently he's pretty funny and, like, really good socially. But it's that switch, you know? It's a bit like how fucking, what's his face, Charlie Kirk, like, after he debated Hassan, like, years ago, wanted to hang out with Hassan and have a drink afterwards, and Hassan was like, no. Because the thing is like, a lot of the time, these motherfuckers are being paid to spout this sort of stuff, and it is because they know that, like, the money is there, okay? But I don't think Ben Shapiro, like, ideologically is... I think he is, like, actually a fascist, but I think a lot of the stuff that he says he knows is incorrect, because sometimes he gets tangled up within the language he's using and the fucking sources he's using. He does a better job of covering it up than Tim Pool, because Ben Shapiro is, like, miles more intelligent than Tim Pool. And I don't really like using intelligence as a metric, but holy shit, Tim Pool, what the fuck? Like, Jesus Christ. Anyway.
Good day. I appreciate you. If you think I'm being biased in support and protecting my son, put in the comments. I'll address it. I'll answer you. But right now, I'm repeating what the DOJ, the AG, Merrick Garland, said in his initial newscast. Have a good.
Isn't he very racist though? Yeah, no. I think he is all of those things, but I think like the persona. I think a lot of the talking points that he comes up with, he knows are wrong, okay, because he wants to promote this worldview, okay? I think that there are, like, some conservative political pundits who genuinely believe in everything that they talk about, okay? But I don't believe that every single conservative political pundit believes absolutely every single talking point. Because a lot of these talking points they come up with come from these think tanks. And they know that it's a way to, like, sort of galvanize the masses to believe a certain way, okay? Ben Shapiro is not a fucking idiot, alright? He can see how the statistics look different. Okay? Like, he said some super idiotic fucking shit. Like incredibly idiotic shit. And it's very obvious that he doesn't quite, like, believe that. But he's very good at selling it. In my opinion. I don't know. Alright, let's see. Let's see some more Tim Pool fallout. I love this. Daily Dose? Sure, we'll do Daily Dose. Why not?
Hello, everyone. This is...
I also just like that, like, mainstream media has picked it up. I'm sure propagandists know what works within their base and then their truth. Okay, I think I get what you mean. I mean, like, the thing is, how is it that, for example... I'll give you an example, Natori. So Ben Shapiro and Hassan did a massive, like, he covered this a lot in 2020, where basically, like, Ben Shapiro was talking about how, you know, children in heterosexual marriages are, you know, better off than children in gay marriages, and he used statistics that were from to, like, a heterosexual marriage versus, like, a single mother or a single father. And he tried to use that data that indicated single mother and single father versus, like, two parents to try and say, oh, no, a heterosexual couple is always going to be way better than, like, you know, a gay couple. And the literature and the academic literature surrounding that very clearly says that it actually is not a matter of, like, if the parents are heterosexual or not. It's a matter of how many parents there are. Okay, you can have 2 dads, you can have 2 moms, okay? Or you can have a mom or dad regardless of the gender. But as long as you've got 2 parental bodies, then the child is going to have a much better upbringing, okay? And a much more balanced like upbringing, okay? And but the thing is, Ben Shapiro specifically used research that was based off of 2 parents versus 1 parent and tried to twist that around into sort of saying, oh no, it's 2 parents but versus like 2 heterosexual parents versus gay parents. And it's like, Ben Shapiro is not a fucking idiot. We know exactly what's being weaponized in that scenario, okay? It's very clear. And the thing is, that is the point. That is the twisting of the truth. And that's what what's different from the left, okay? Is the left is not like twisting like what comes out in the science, okay? That's the thing, is because the science often is backed up by what like people on the left are saying. Consistently. Alright? It just is like very it's one of those things that like he has to know that he's lying. They have to know that this is not the way that this data was supposed to be read in the first place. You know what I mean? It's a bit like how IQ has become bastardized by the right as well. Okay, IQ was never supposed to be a metric for measuring intelligence in the way that we see it now. It's just people love to be able to measure intelligence for some reason, okay? Wasn't it always racist? I don't think it was, like, I mean, back then a lot of these sort of like archaic ways of determining things like that were racist. I think it was founded on racism. I think it's used in a racist way, but I think it was founded on something else. I'm not entirely sure, but I just know that the way IQ used now is not like how it was, yeah, it was immediately misused, basically. It wasn't even supposed to be like a measure that you use to like use against other people as well. You know, IQ is made for infants. Yeah. I mean, I don't really know in particular, but it wasn't supposed to be like a... Anyway, IQ should be something that no one ever like takes seriously anyway, because of the fact that it can be modified by like if you've had breakfast or not, you know?
Your daily dose of internet. She tried to give herself fake freckles with a special spray.
I wanted freckles, but I know you're supposed to press it lightly, and that's what I did, and it wasn't working.
Oh my god.
So I just closed my eyes and went for that, and now my makeup's absolutely ruined. I even practiced on my arm, and it wasn't working.
Oh my god.
He tried to close the garage and jump over the garage laser at the same time.
It'll work. Watch your head. It's gonna hit his head. Watch your head.
Jason, that could be, that's no longer gonna be you, okay? Because you bought a helmet now. Alright? And you better be wearing that everywhere you go. That is traumatizing to me. Sorry, this is not a CTE safe space, okay?
Yeah. Oh, I can't believe it just happened. That is not ideal. Don't laugh.
Alright, what do you want?
Can I get a bunch of fries and a McFlurry?
Can I touch a bunch of guys who are furries?
Oh, chill.
And then the police come to arrest this kid.
She wanted to celebrate her first day of kindergarten.
Yeah, that's the best. But and then now the dog's gonna shake.
You did not just get that all over.
This guy took off a shoe and put it in the middle of the floor at an art gallery.
Stop.
You got your clutch, you got your brake, you got your throttle, you got your gear lever, AFR gauge, fan switch, steering wheel. You got all that?
Raccoons are absolutely ruthless.
fuck? It just went on and on. Bro, just kick it? No, I would run too. Holy shit. You don't know if this motherfucker's got rabies? This is overreacting? You guys are insane. Why do they have 11 cameras? I know. Oh no. Imagine landing in the judges. Oh no. Oh my god.
Putting a push sign on a pole door is the most evil thing you'll see today.
Oh my god.
This poor cat can't figure out how to get around this tape.
Alright, so I just got this new bidet right here. All you gotta do is turn this knob.
This bear got angry because it didn't know
Oh my god, gross. Ew.
how to use a hammock. One of my subscribers lives in Texas and recorded this video showing how the tires on their car started to melt. This artist can create some incredible 3D art.
Holy shit, that's cool. Oh my
So I
god,
guess
oh it
bears
is
are scared of
literally
trumpets.
three-dimensional.
These people have a chicken that
That's
popped out an
terrifying.
absolutely massive egg.
An egg inside an egg?
Okay, look, normal cow. Normal cow, right? Ready? Weird cow. What are you doing?
I just feel so discombobulated right now. Thank God.
The
This
recombobulation
contortionist
area.
wanted to see if he could recreate this statue.
Holy shit.
I found a really surprised turtle. This chimp reunited with his old caretakers that he hasn't seen in over a decade.
Aww.
This little guy pulled off the best shot of all time.
Okay.
Hank, you go down there by Wobble and try.
My word. Oh my god,
This guy dove into the water
Okay,
to
my
escape from the
word.
police.
it's like a statue. Propaganda again, dude. For every single time, there has to be some cop clips. What? It's every single episode. of Daily Dose. Like, it's not an accident at this point. Like, what the fuck? Why? Every single time there has to be propaganda.
Upstairs. Yeah, but we need to get the agent.
Let's go
The thin
together.
blue dose, so true.
Together. Let's go. Oh,
This staircase can transform into an elevator.
That's pretty cool. Oh my god.
This is what happens when you cut through a piece of wood 150 times.
That's so cool.
So this is pretty cool. Lemon juice can be used to remove highlighter ink. One of my subscribers recorded a video of these monkeys terrorizing.
But then it's just literally like, but now, yeah, exactly. Like, now your paper is wet. Like, yeah, like, okay. And smells like lemons. I mean, that's not too bad.
A restaurant.
Give me a kiss.
This elephant loves to play the drums.
I don't know if he
The
loves
student
it.
returned to school from summer break and
I don't know
found
if he loves it. I think he was a bit like, this is a bit weird. But okay, I'll copy you.
this in his toilet.
他妈的厕所长了个什么东西啊！我操！我操！真是太牛逼啊！我靠！I get that.
This guy was seen playing some
Gross.
straight fire music. This dragonfly keeps coming back.
But why? Like, what? Why would you want there to be fire coming out of your fucking tuba, bro?
Your pet?
Fruit picking robots are
What? They've got fruit picking robots? Okay, no, stop. We didn't need to design fruit picking robots.
getting better and better. This person was spotted making a brick oven pizza on the road. That is the end of this video. We hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys again.
And
very,
I
very
can't wait to
soon.
finish making 50 strawberries this year. Okay, look. Now, DeAndre's got like another one of these things. Okay, let's have a look. Let's just like type in Timpool and see what the algo gives us, okay? Want to get coffee? What do you miss? Not much. Timpool. Oh no. Oh, he's live.
At the border. I do believe that part of the pushback, I think, from media and maybe from Hollywood overall
Putin Waltz
is that
2024.
the flawed policies
Sell
at
out?
the border
Okay.
that this movie is highlighting, that potentially it's giving
It's
a
election
big,
season.
It's giving
Right.
a big boost to President Trump, because President Trump was very vocal a number of years ago in talking about how the flawed border policy could impact and hurt children, among other
Yeah, remember one rule. Don't tap the
problems
glass.
with the
I'm not
large
tapping the glass.
migration
And
at
subscriber
the
anyway. I'm
border.
not
If you listen
subscribing
to
to
the whistleblower who is from the Health and Human Services from about a year ago,
yep,
and you take her word, she makes it sound like Biden and Harris oversee a human trafficking ring at the border. And how many children have gone missing hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, it's
at this
hundreds
point?
of thousands. Just to kind of back up, I could
Is
kind
Tim
of
even
explain
here?
it in an easy way that a lot of people might be able to understand, just from trying to just be a simple man. What I think has happened, okay, and there's and I
all
can talk
Democrats.
about two
Hell yeah,
legs
brother.
of child exploitation and trafficking, and I'm going to first talk about the leg of many of these children that came across the border, and then I'm going to talk about child labor overall and how we all have a responsibility as consumers to buy products that aren't made, okay, from child labor from our U.S. corporations. And I believe that there needs to be new legislation and laws that focus on making sure that the products that we use every day aren't made by slave labor
Tim,
anywhere in the world. Okay, because this is a very important issue, not just in the United States, but across the world. So let me first go back and talk about how I see what happened with hundreds of thousands of children that are being exploited in the United States right now as a result of flawed border policies. A number of years ago,
Tim has a Hamlin sickle under the beanie. No, stop. Oh my god, that's so bad. Oh, that was communist Russians. Bro, come on.
Could go to a sponsor. So these traffickers in
Can you catch me up on the allegations?
America,
okay, I'm sure we can find a video that briefly does it. This is just, it's just people like... Oh my god, then we got a fucking Nazi. Okay, great, bro. Motherfucking saying Jews are the slave owners. Oh my god, okay. Let's go back. So, if you don't know about the fourth dimension is impossible to perceive. No, what the fuck is this? Tim Paul debates Iron Cross. Yes, it is impossible to perceive the fourth dimension, of course. There's no, like, frame of reference for its understanding. Holy shit. Okay. Okay, what was it? What's a good way of sort of, like, explaining it? I don't really want to watch the... Yeah.
Ukraine is the enemy of...
So basically, we'll just go over this briefly.
This country. Ukraine...
Okay. Tim Pool, we'll briefly jump through it. Tim Pool was, found out that one of the companies he's under, Tenet Media, was paid, okay, a lot of money by Russian oligarchs, okay, in order to get them to create specifically anti-Ukraine content, which apparently they were already making, but it seems in some of the things that it's a little bit like the way it's framed as if that Tim Pool didn't know he was a Russian asset, which is like very hard to believe because it was like he was being paid like $100,000 for one video once a week, and they specifically were like anti-Ukraine videos or whatever. I'm not entirely sure. I don't think it was a particularly good, like, Russian scheme, regardless. I think, like... But, yeah. And he... I guess I'm not really, like... Let's just... I'll watch a little bit of this and then you'll understand, okay? We already watched this yesterday, but we'll watch a little bit of it so you can see.
Yeah! This is awesome. Pro-Russian.
Okay.
Oh my god, bro. $100,000 a week, bro. That's crazy. Pool came out with a statement about being a pro-Russian propagandist, a paid pro-Russian propagandist. Yeah, it's not just Tim Pool, it's people with...
So yeah, the DOJ came out with a I don't know, a report saying that, like, yeah, these commentators were being funded by Russia.
Tenet Media. This indictment alleges that right-wing commentators like Dave Rubin, Benny Johnson, Tim Pool, and Lauren Southern, as a part of the Tenet Media YouTube channel, have been unwittingly working for a Russian influence operation. Two people described in the Tenet indictment as unnamed founders were very...
Well, guys, thank you. Thank you.
Bold life, but evil.
Aware that their operation was funded by Russians. Tennessee Business Records lists Tenet's founders as Blaze TV's host and TPUSA contributor Lauren Chen, aka Roaming Millennial, and her husband. Now let me tell you something, okay? I have not tried to any of these people in this indictment, but the #1 defender of Ukraine.
So Yeah, like let's just have a look through this here because we already watched it yesterday.
Who were paid propagandists got. A new DOJ indictment that it alleges that RT employees covertly funded and directed by a U.S. company with $10 million in order to push pro-Russia content. The company's based in Tennessee. There is one media company based in Tennessee with the same phrase listed in the indictment. The Canadian entity that owns Tenet Media, of course, is owned by Lauren Yu Sum Tam, also known as Roaming Millennial Liam Donovan, on the board of directors. Or was it Roaming Millennial? Is that what her name was? Am I saying that right? What the was her name? Lauren Chen. You know, people that Destiny's definitely cozied up to
It's good time
over
to get a
the
6 month
last
sub.
couple
True.
of years.
It is
remains
September.
to-
It is September. Give me your subs, everyone. Okay, it's celebration September. If you feel like giving me subs, okay. Yeah, upgrade your subs so you can save for the rest of the year. I still make the same amount of money, so.
Be the truth that Canada is not sending
Twitch
their
just gets
best.
less.
They're either sending their worst or they're sending their best in some instances. But like usually in the realm of politics, Canada is sending their absolute worst. The indictment specifies that two of the people who work for this Tennessee company Tenet were deceived, meaning they didn't know that the Russian government was running an influence op. Dave Rubin has 2.4 million subs and Tim Pool has 1.37. So the two people that were deceived, I guess, for a license, Kalashnikov Afanasieva, founder one and founder two, worked together to mask U.S. company one's source of true funding, RT, by falsely portraying to commentator one and commentator two that U.S. company one was sponsored by a private investor named Eduard Gregorian. In truth and in fact, Gregorian was a fictional character. Benny Johnson also almost has 2.4 million, but they apparently rounded down from 137 to 1.3 million with Tim Pool, so I figured Ruben's 2.4 million to 2.4 was the same. Helena Shudra shared with U.S. company one.
But like, Destiny is 100% being paid by Israel. Okay, like without a shadow of a doubt, 100% being paid by Israel. Okay, there is not like a single shadow of doubt in my entire mind. Okay.
On a video of a well-known U.S. political commentator visiting a grocery store in Russia. Afanasieva posted the video in the producer Discord channel. Later that day, producer one privately messaged founder two on Discord. They want me to post this, referencing the video that Afanasieva had.
Here's the dudes. Yes. Yeah. So for when they say commentator one, they mean Dave Rubin, commentator two, Tim Pool, then blah 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 blah. Okay. I will unfortunately not be able to watch the majority report today because I'm going to be going off to. I'm not going to be having a long stream today. But yeah, anyway, so you get the gist. Let's have a look more
Humans
into what's
can't
been going on. I also sort of like want to watch this. Russian propagandist. He's got so many things happening, going live.
And like when you have your kid.
Simple. What was his like? The last election, the next civil war. Oh wait, no, these like streamed 10 months ago. Okay, hold on, let's look at videos. Did he even like talk about it? I don't think he has he? Except Israel, who prayed from Charles. Yeah. I think the Mad Christian guy did anti-Hispanic content. Oh. I mean, look, regardless, I just think it's really stupid to debate this. Like, especially if no one in the room, like, knows anything about, like, what a fourth dimension would be. I just think it's funny. I'm just trying to see, did Tim actually, like, talk about this at all on any of his things? On any of his little, like, on the Tim cast? Bro, he looks so fucking weird in all of these images. Holy shit. Okay.
Alright, everybody.
Let's go. Yoda indicts Russians over funding Tenet media scheme. Simple listed as victim. As a victim, bro. Let's go. Okay. Okay, let's lock in, everyone. This is some hogwatch. I'm in. Are you guys in?
From the post-millennial, DOJ indicts 2 RT-affiliated Russians, accuses them of laundering $10 million to conservative company Tenet Media to sow division in the U.S. CNN has come out and said that they have confirmed the company is in fact Tenet Media. Heavens! You may know that the Culture War podcast, which is owned by me, was licensed for distribution on the Tenet platform. Let me tell you, people ask me if I get worried, discouraged. How are you feeling? And I'm like, my friends, on Saturday, the frontrunner for the largest political party in the country accused me of calling for the extrajudicial execution of my political opponents and claimed I was a Trump operative who worked on Project 2025, for which I have no affiliation at all. So I'm like, this is
no, I 100% believe he wasn't on 2025. But I do believe he believes in that sort of shit. Also, he's just too dumb to. I feel like they'll give stuff to Tim Pool, but they're not gonna get him to be affiliated with that shit, okay?
Okay. It's silly nonsense, Russian BS, whatever. And I'm like, it's kind of alarming when people message you being like, did you really claim that all Democrats should be...
Is he being sarcastic or running scared here? Yes. No, this is a joke. He's joking here. This is a joke. This is bait. Okay? 100%. Okay, people don't just turn around and say shit like this. Okay? Also, he's had the Ukrainian flag in bio for a long time. He knew exactly what he was doing. Okay? Just by that one clip saying Ukraine is the enemy of the people. He knew exactly what he was doing. Especially if he had a fucking Ukraine in the bio. That's what I'm saying. Is he's not a fucking victim.
Executing Democrats and things like this. And I'm like, holy crap. It's a wild week. In several years ago, they went after, Paul Joseph Watson, Milo, Laura Loomer. They went after Paul Joseph Watson. Right. It's manipulation of prominent voices in media because
they went over Paul Joseph Watson. What? For who cares about Paul Apparently Paul Joseph Watson is still getting a lot of views on YouTube, which is really interesting. Paul Joseph Watson, Mr. Anti-Soy Boy himself, bro. Oh my god.
Election is here. And the most important time is going to be the next couple of months. 2 months to be exact. With early voting happening, powerful influential shows that oppose the current political structure or oppose a political party, we know they're dirty individuals who are going to play dirty games. They are desperate to make narratives and to disrupt their opponents. The purpose of this, in my opinion, is to, not this story specifically, but what I should clarify is the narrative purposes of Russia disinformation, all these things, basically sow division to an extreme degree. So let's address this. As I already stated, the Culture War show existed for a long time now. What are we going on? It's been
what insane. Let's hats off to Tim Pool. I mean, he won't take his hat off, but what an insane political mind. The purpose of Russia, getting involved in these sort of media companies or elections is to try and sow division. Wow. Here's a gold star for you. Bro, he's so fucking I feel like he's not processing anything he's saying ever. One of the thinkers of our time. Yeah, he is one of the thinkers of all time. 100%. Okay?
2 years? Almost 2 years. And we licensed the show for distribution, but we produce the show. It's our content. It's our editorial control. It's our schedule. We do whatever we want. And the deal we had with Tenet was it would appear, the show would broadcast on their channel, and then all of the media we own and control and still do. That's it. And they'd pay a license fee. That's all. Timcast Corporation is entirely separate from the Culture War. It's a totally different company with totally independent funding sources that mostly come from our members and all of that stuff. And so, there you go, I guess. Now, I find this all very interesting.
There you go, I guess.
From the DOJ.
There you go, I guess. Bro, I'm sorry, dude, but okay, hold on. Oh, Ukraine. I said Ukraine. Ukraine. Okay, Simple explains the real reason why we are in Ukraine wasting taxpayer money. Simple, okay, that's just, Trump stuff. Ukraine war supporters know nothing about war. Let's go. Okay, we got 2 anti-Ukraine videos. Ukraine lost. Simple explores why the map shows Russia is winning. On valuetainment, okay? Okay, I'm not clicking on that. Ukraine war is over. Zelensky begs for loans, bans elections. Russia has won and US is out. Okay. Holy shit. There we go. 3.
Do you think that
Just by typing my search, literally it was just like Timple Ukraine before 2024. Okay, so that's videos that have Timple and Ukraine in them just before 2024. Let's have a look.
the US provoked Russia through its operations in Ukraine?
I think what provoked Russia was our failure to withdraw effectively from Afghanistan, and we were so feckless.
Bro. Come on, dude. Immediately, like a wild take.
And it was such, now that's not to criticize anybody that was on the ground doing the work. That's not what I'm criticizing. But
We're not
the
watching
failure,
the full thing,
that was
but it's just like the framing of this. The real reason why we are in Ukraine wasting taxpayer money, okay? Like, what is this implying with, like, the implication, regardless of, like, the content being said here? What are people being primed to take away from this, okay? Now, do I think, like, the thing is especially if you are someone left leading, a lot of the stuff I'll probably agree with, but not me. I think that Russia is the aggressor here, okay? But I do agree that the US wants to turn Ukraine into a proxy state in a very similar thing that they did to Afghanistan. And in order, and that's just basically a way to, like, you know, keep weapons flowing into Ukraine, okay? Also get rid of old weapons as well. And yeah, sort of like always have it in this state of defense against Russia, okay? It turns into a US proxy. The US loves to do that sort of stuff, and it is going to be a way, and regardless, it is a waste of Ukraine taxpayer money. But the people who are watching Timple will see this as, oh, fuck Ukraine. Ukraine doesn't need our help. The issue is like, yeah, no, Ukraine does need support from the US because the US isn't one of the reasons why Ukraine is in this, well, NATO, which is the US, is in this position in the first place, okay? But who was the aggressor? The aggressor was Russia. Russia should have never invaded Ukraine in the first place, okay? They should have never tried to, like take over Ukraine, okay? Ukraine has a right to its own sovereignty. So, but the point is, what is the point of this video that's sort of being displayed here? And we can't watch the full thing, unfortunately. Let's have a
Ian,
look.
we surrender Afghanistan. It's a disaster.
Okay, they're still talking about Afghanistan.
For NATO to actually get involved until there's an actual threat to a NATO country. There was a reason why Ukraine is not in NATO now. And this is literally it, if I understand correctly. NATO didn't want Ukraine because they didn't want to directly have a conflict with Russia. And that's what we're...
Yeah, Russia is a bad actor, but America's opportunity state, yeah. So this is like, the main thing is just talking about why this is primed this way. I'm not going to go through all of this, because actually I think a lot of this we probably would end up agreeing with, but for the wrong, for different reasons, okay? Because the thing is, like, this is they're deliberately critical of America's involvement. But the thing is, the war has already happened in this place, okay? America can't just, like, pull out, alright? But America also, I'm pretty sure, does not want to negotiate. Ukraine supporters know nothing about war. Bro, come on.
I think these people who have been supporting the funding and the war in Ukraine know anything about supply chain, economics, fuel costs, energy return on energy invested. I don't think they understand any of these things. I don't think they understand food requirements. You know, when Joe Biden famously said, you know, what was he talking about, like Civil War or whatever, and said, you're going to need an F-16 and nukes to go up against the United States. And I'm like, tell that to the Taliban, to the Viet Cong. Yeah. I mean, come on.
Tell that to the Viet Cong? For the Viet Cong won. What are you talking about? You fucking idiot.
But at the same time, when you see these memes talking about... And I don't mean to bring it back to domestic stuff and civil war, but I just mean military conflict in general. Ukraine, for instance. Food.
No, he's not. He's not. He's not that intelligent, okay? He's not saying that. Okay, he's saying like people are not like necessarily no, okay.
If men are not eating, they are not fighting. And your multi-million-dollar rocket systems may as well be a brick sitting in the middle of the field.
Novices argue tactics, professionals plan logistics.
Yeah.
So you talking about Magic
maybe
the
you didn't
Gathering?
mean that.
I used to play too, and one of so they they made
Anyway, regardless, let's just see.
The individual has rights, and the government has limited power to affect that person.
Enlightenment
right?
philosophy.
Yeah, exactly. That philosophy is very much in conflict.
Oh, he's
with the
saying you
Chinese
don't need nukes to beat the US because Vietnam did not. Okay, no, okay, I see what you mean. Okay.
Communist Party, which wants to rule everything and make it and reimagine, not remake the societies.
Okay, regardless, I do actually want to watch all of this. Okay, but I don't have time, unfortunately, today. But I do actually want... These are also pretty short clips. But it is just interesting,
Man.
like... Let's have a look at this, okay?
Heck of a way to end it all. This pathetic video of Zelensky from Ukraine. It really is depressing. It is, man. Look, everybody's making fun of him. Begging for credit. Begging, please, we'll pay you back. I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for military intervention today. The U.S. should not be involved in Ukraine's affairs. Sorry, I just do not see it. And I know it's tough because I know, I say this all the time, but I know people who are Ukrainian. And I'm going to tell them I don't think the U.S. should be involved. The U.S. people do not want to be involved. And it's about time we stopped. I'm sorry to say, but the Russians have won. The Ukraine war is effectively over. I'm going to play this video for you. You can hear it for yourselves.
Can't give us some financial support. Okay, please give us a credit and we will give you back money. If you can't give us some financial support, okay, please give us a credit and we will give you back money.
That's so sad. I mean it sincerely.
Is it clip shipping
sad.
Zelensky? Like,
it is sad. Look, man, I don't like what's going on in Ukraine. The conflict between Russia and Ukraine, I should say the U.S. and Russia, I don't like any of it. I don't think NATO and the U.S. should be involved. But Ukraine can't win this one, and the U.S. can't fund its way into Ukraine winning this one either. There should have been a peace agreement. The deals should have been made a long time ago. And as you can see, for those that are watching, I am displaying the battle map for Ukraine. Russia controls the Donbass region going down to Crimea. They have secured their land bridge, cutting off this region from the rest of Ukraine. They own it.
you know what? I actually, like, no wonder, like, Russia wants to fund him. If he was doing this shit, like, just before, like, freely, and this is just his take, yeah, this is the perfect person to fund. Never mind. Bro, he said that so forcefully. The war is over. The Russians have won.
The key shows. Russian militants, Belarus, Transnistria, territories captured by Russian forces. That's it. I don't know what else to tell you, man. For what reason the U.S. would remain involved in this, we're not going to. And then we have this. Grenade among birthday gifts
like on Bitch Island?
kills
I don't know,
advisor
ask
to
your mom.
Ukraine's military chief. Gennady Chastyakov, aide to the commander-in-chief of the army, died in an explosion on his birthday. Now, we don't know who did it or why. The conspiracy theory is that it was internal because the military chiefs are basically telling Zelensky, it's over. It's time to stop, and we must beg now. Here's the story from The Guardian.
So the thing is, I don't know, like specifically, like, what was going on with the war at this point. So I can't, and I haven't been following the Ukraine-Russia war at all. But, like, yeah, everything I'm seeing, though, is laced in this, like, like, okay, just notice, like, okay, you know, in media, how you see the use of, like, the passive voice a lot when they're talking about Palestinians, like, 100 Palestinians dead, you know, And then when it's like, you know, Russia doing something to Ukraine, it's like 11 people murdered by Russian rockets, okay? He uses the passive voice about Russia a lot. It's like, there should have been peace agreements, right? But peace agreements are agreements. But everything negative he's saying is towards Ukraine. And that is, like, the nature of, like, why... I mean, maybe he's not... Maybe... This is just what I'm seeing, but I'm also looking at it through, like, the lens of biased eyes as well. So this is a little bit of, like, hogwatch and, like, confirmation bias for me. I'll be open about that. But I feel like everybody here hates Tim Pool. We all know what the fuck he's about. Okay? So it's not, like... I'm just interested to see where this is going, okay? There's always going to be one sort of moment. Let's have a look.
Advisor to the commander-in-chief of Ukraine's army has been killed after a grenade amongst his birthday presents exploded. Under tragic circumstances, my assistant and close friend, Major Gennady Chasyakov, was killed on his birthday. General Valery Zalutsny posted on Telegram.
Like, it doesn't make any sense for Ukraine to kill its own generals. You know what I mean? Like, and he's deliberately brought up that conspiracy theory first before he read the article. But I don't know. It really depends. Like, I'll be honest, I don't know anything about this here, but I don't think Tim Pool has read this either. Okay, so I've read this just just as much as Tim Pool probably has. But like, I don't think it makes any sense for a standing army to. I mean, it could be from dissent from like actual people, like who don't want to be conscripted, but like. I don't know. He seems to make it seem like it's from higher up, though. He's saying, like, oh, it's because, you know, Zelensky has been told that they can't win the war.
On Monday, saying an unknown explosive device detonated in one of his gifts. His death was initially reported as a suspected assassination using booby-trapped gifts until further details emerged. Ukraine's Interior Minister, Igor Klimenko, released a statement saying Chasyakov had been showing his son a box with grenades inside that he received as a gift. At first, the son took the munition in his hands and began to turn the ring. Then the serviceman took the grenade away from the child and pulled the ring, causing a tragic explosion. I don't believe it!
Wait, so it was an accident? It's reported that it's an accident? Like, his son looked at a gift of grenades and it was an accident? Now he's saying, I don't believe it? Okay, no, this is amazing. Okay, this is amazing.
Are you kidding me? The first story that went around on social media was that it was a bunch of glasses shaped like grenades, and one of them was real. Now they're saying that the kid was holding the grenade and the pin, and when the dad grabbed the grenade from him, it pulled the pin out, releasing the grenade, and the 13-year-old was seriously injured. They said his wife was saying the grenade was still in a gift bag her husband brought home. Some reports suggest the real grenade was amongst novelty gifts shaped to look like grenades. Yeah, I think it was an assassination. And I think this is the sad end. Ladies and gentlemen, Zelensky says it's not the right time for elections. Is this the democracy that we were supporting? How many of you don't care? Raise your hands. I raise my hand. I don't care about Ukraine. You know, I gotta be honest. I do care about you.
What? Brave your take. Yeah, he's just all over the place, huh? Yeah. Seems like that's like I do think it is like he's been given talking points that he has to sort of say this is very weird.
Ukraine. Because I've been there several times. It's not like some random country. I've covered the news there, report on various stories, traveled around Kiev. You know, it is sad. It is sad. But this is exactly why we should not be involved. And this is evidence of the lie when they said we're defending democracy.
Why? You haven't said why we should. You talked about like a conspiracy theory of one of the Russian generals dying. Okay. And then it's like you pulled this Hill article up, and then it's like Bro, come on.
Democracy, no. We're defending Western energy interests. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said on Monday, it is not the right time for elections. And at the end of his 5-year term, as the end approaches, Zelensky argued in his Monday video address that Ukraine should not have to deal with elections as it continues to attempt to fend off Russia, which invaded Ukraine in February. He previously had not ruled out Ukraine holding a presidential contest next year, though elections are currently suspended in the country under martial law. And finally, the waves of any politically divisive things must stop. We must realize that now is the time of defense, the time of the battle that determines the fate of the state and people, not the time of manipulations which only Russia expects from Ukraine. I believe that now is not the right time for elections. And if we need to put an end to a political dispute and continue to work in unity, there are structures in the state that are capable of putting an end to it and giving society all the necessary answers. So there is no room left for conflicts and someone else's game against Ukraine. Presidential elections in Ukraine are scheduled to take place every 5 years. But it's not going to happen. Why? It's not a democracy. You know what'll happen? I bet the people of Ukraine say enough. The reports are that they're stopping buses, pulling off 50-year-old men and saying, you're going to the front line, handing them a weapon and saying, good luck. And what do you do if you run? Horrifying reports as to what happens to these people who are deserting and refusing to fight. Here's another, here it goes on. Ukrainian First Lady.
Bro, it is like so funny seeing like this sort of like anti-war, like conscription like narrative. But then like any other time there's been conscription in American history. Like, yeah, no conscription. Has you seen with the Russia? I know, like any single time that it has been conscription, it's seen as like this amazing thing. Like these men, they give their lives for our country, bro. Like, this is very clearly like active versus passive voice, okay?
Olena Zelenska said in September that she did not know whether her husband would run for re-election in 2024. She also said that at the time, the country's ability to organize a free and fair election could factor into whether he would run for a second term. It will also depend whether our society would need him as a president. If he will feel that Ukrainian society will no longer wish him to be the president, he will probably not run. But I will support him whatever decision he takes. It would seem that knowing this, that the public does not support him, he's just decided there will not be elections. And this is what we're supposed to be funding. There's this quote as well. People are stealing like there's no tomorrow. So I bring you back to this
This quote as well? Bro, like, where does this quote come from? He's so good at this. Look, and there's this quote as well. That people are stealing like there's no tomorrow. Enough about that. Let's go back.
People are stealing like there's no tomorrow. So I bring you back to this pathetic
If you can't give us some financial support, okay, please
pathetic.
Give us a credit.
Like like Zelensky's a little bit of like, I don't really like him, okay? But I wouldn't say this is pathetic. His country's being invaded by a superpower. Like,
and we will give you back money.
No, you won't. Because people are stealing like there's no tomorrow. Ukraine is deeply corrupt. The United States is using the government, Ukraine and Zelensky as proxies so that we can try and gain territorial control. Now, with the expansion of war in Israel, the U.S. is being pulled on multiple fronts. And as Joe Biden and Janet Yellen try to claim, of course we can support and fund war across the world. We're America, gosh darn it. We cannot. It's impossible. The U.S. does.
It's impossible. Bro, what the fuck? America's never not been at war. What do you mean? America existing. Yeah, no, it is actually very possible to have. That's what we do best. Exactly. Holy shit, bro.
Does not have the capabilities. I want to pause and I want to talk about war. I want you to think about something. How many people are in the armed forces? What do we have, like 1 million? Think about how big the United States is. Think about how big a stadium is. Look up the video of Taylor Swift singing in front of 80,000 people and look how many people are there. Multiply that by about 12 and a half. And that is
quick maths.
Yeah. You could fit all of those people in like what, 1 square mile, if that. probably substantially more people could fit in a square mile if they were shoulder to shoulder. You think about the
What does this
US's
mean?
weaponry and its capabilities, and you think about how big the world is, and people do not understand how actually isolated a lot of military conflict is. 5 guys shooting at 3 guys. Sometimes a lot more, don't get me wrong. Sometimes in war you have
What the
10,000
fuck
men facing off with 10,000
is he talking about? Oh, this video is perfect. Oh my god.
men. It's crazy. But for the U.S. to be split between Ukraine and Israel, how many aircraft carriers do we have? 11, 12? And how many are we going to keep in which areas? Right. 2 of them have been deployed to the Mediterranean.
Why do you need an aircraft carrier in Israel? You fucking idiot. Holy shit, dude.
The reality is this: the world is very, very large, and splitting up the U.S. on multiple fronts weakens us. And that may be the actual strategy of China as it moves to take
No, but
Taiwan.
like the US can land any fucking like whatever they want, they can land it in Israel, okay? For the flanking bonus, gosh, do you not play D&D? Like, and Ukraine, they're allies. Why does it matter how many aircraft carriers you have? Holy shit, bro.
The U.S. will not be able to defend it unless the U.S. hyper-centralizes much of its forces in the Southeast Asian region. The reason for this is that Taiwan is, 90 miles from the coast of China?
Now Taiwan's
from mainland
involved?
China. So China has full control, and their military stockpiled all along the shores. And where's the U.S. going to be? I'm sorry. I'm glad to see that this is crumbling down. I really am. It really is depressing and sad to see Zelensky say, please, just, if you're not going to give us any more money, just give us a loan. We'll pay you back. I promise. No, you won't. It's over. You've lost. Go have your elections. We'll see what becomes of Ukraine. Look, I got to be honest. I don't really care that much, but this seems...
The implication here is what? That they just stop fighting, though? Like, and just let Russia, like, take over Ukraine? That is the implication here. Like, he's like, yeah, no, it's come to an end. Russia has won. Ukraine doesn't exist. Like, you can't just... Bro, this is so clearly, like, this is so clearly, like, Russian propaganda. It's insane. Because everything to do with Russia is in the passive voice.
Seems like it is the dramatic end, so I wanted to give a nice little closing segment. Next segment is coming up at 6 p.m. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you all.
Okay, okay, so that's one. This is one that I will, like, save because I want Hassan to watch this. It's 10 minutes. It's perfect. Okay. I'll probably be live for another hour, chat, just so you guys know. Maybe a bit less than that. So let's have a look. All right, so we had that one. Okay. Simple wants to nuke Ukraine. Looks very weird. Dylan Burns, dumbest Ukraine take yet. Paint drying teaser trailer. What the fuck is this? 5 years ago, you just sent me paint drying. You trying to say my content's bad? Oh, okay, but this came out in 2016. Fuck. I'm confused. Okay, whatever. Who the fuck is Catherine Brodsky? Okay, hold on. Go to Tim. So where was this posted here? Let's just type in Ukraine and see what comes up. This is on Timcast. Okay. Ukraine. Okay, we got some funding. Russia takes huge win in Ukraine. Okay, that's 2 years ago. Simple Prosoviet more on Ukraine enemy list. Okay, what's this? This is from 2 weeks ago.
We've got huge news.
Oh, this is what he did 2 weeks. Oh my God, this is the full thing.
News from Politico. Ukraine's incursion into Russia could change everything, Mark Kelly says. This really set Putin back on his heels, he said of Russia's president. It really depends if China is ready to engage, to take Taiwan, and they want to go to war. If China stands back.
You think Washington Pool's watching like paint dry? I'm enjoying this, okay? I'm enjoying going and like looking back at all of this coverage. This is from 3 weeks ago. This is the one that everybody looks at, okay?
And lets this happen, I don't know what Russia can do, but Ukraine has invaded Russia.
What?
I think this is the scariest outcome we could have seen. Hindustan Times, not that I think is the greatest source or whatever, NATO rift over Ukraine, Kursk's incursion exposed.
Why is he specifically looking at the Hindustan Times? Could he not, like, I'm so brainwashed for enjoying this. Are you guys not value-tained? Why specifically Hindustan Times? Like, you have to search to find the Hindustan Times. They are massive Russia dick riders. There we go. All right? Bro, come on. That, like, you couldn't find anything in, like any Western media?
Italian deputy prime minister warns West of World War III. Yeah, here we go. Telegraph. World War III is closer than anyone dare admit. I mean, I've been talking about it.
We know.
Ukraine has invaded Russia. Let's pull this up. Let's pull up the map here. We're grabbing it, and we'll do Kursk, Russia. This is Ukraine invading Russian territory. Let me close this.
Bro, like this is so clearly, like, funded. He's so, like, if he wasn't aware of this, he's so fucking dumb. Because, yeah, Russia has already taken over territory from Ukraine. Okay, like, already. Like, way before. What the fuck? Like, this is not, like, an accurate way to describe what's happening at all.
Drop this in. Okay. Kursk. Here's the map.
Here's the
Here's
moment.
Ukraine, and they have invaded this territory of Russia. It's kind of hard to see, but here's the border of Ukraine. They've now invaded Russia. I mean, we saw this coming. Do you think Russia is just going to sit back and say, Western forces are invading our country, we're going to do nothing? They've lost their minds. You vote for Kamala Harris, my friends. Don't be surprised if your sons are drafted. Don't be surprised if your daughters are drafted. The Democratic Party wants to expand the draft to women.
Yes, okay. Yes, chat, okay. Bro, he's so dumb. Yes, you guys are all gonna get drafted in America. The DI military went woke. Your daughters are getting drafted too, okay?
All of these single cat ladies, the greatest thing in the world for the Western war machine. You know why? If you are a parent, if you're a woman who's pregnant, they're not sending you to fight. If you're a woman who has a young child, they can't send you to fight. If you're a young man, bye, you're first in line. Harry Sisson's going to be on the front lines. I'm not kidding. They're going to have him do some kind of PR role, frontline stuff if it really comes down to the draft. He's young enough. He's perfect for it. If World War III really does kick off, if Russia does expand this conflict, and then, look, I can give you a scenario. Let's jump back to the map. Kursk gets invaded. Russia, here's a strategy. And I'm saying Russia could have a simple strategy. How do you force...
Okay, bro, come on. Russia, here's, this could be Russia's strategy. Let's go back. Stop. In the topic of Russian asset, Lauren Sutton, who likes Tim, is part of tenant media even before the tenant media was started. 22 is very clearly Russian blend. She had a long talk with Alexander Dugin, far-right political philosopher, apparently Putin's favorite philosopher, and supported Russian invasion. And you see the correction, she let him speak without contesting any of his points, linked to that. Oh my god, let's go. Lauren Sutton. Wasn't Lauren Sutton, like, banned off fucking Twitch for being transphobic, which is, like, pretty cool. Maybe that was one of the other blonde fucking, like, right-wing commentators.
I'm not kidding. They're going to have him do some kind of PR role, frontline stuff if it really comes down to the draft. He's young enough. He's perfect for it. If World War III really...
notes. He's looking at notes. Yo, I'm sorry.
He's young enough. He's perfect for it. If World War III really does kick off, if Russia does expand this conflict, and then, look, I can give you a scenario. Let's jump back to the map. Kursk gets invaded. Russia, here's a strategy. And I'm saying Russia could have a simple strategy.
Russia, here's a strategy for you. Okay, Russia, please don't take any strategic advice from Tim Pool. I'm not giving Russia a strategy, but, like, this is what possibly could be their strategy. Okay. She made a documentary about how white farmers are getting killed in South Africa. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Okay, yeah, okay. That's so funny, bro. My mom, I was speaking to my mom about that the other day. I was like, you know, the narrative about South Africa is that there's a white genocide here, and, like, the far right in America, that's the narrative. And she was like, what? She was like, yeah, because of all the farm murders. And she just, like, started laughing. She was like, what? Like there's, like, one that happens. They happen so non-frequently. It's so, like such a non-issue. I was like, you know what's funny is it probably all started because Eugene Blanche was, like, murdered on his farm. Eugene Blanche, the founder of the fucking, like Afrikaner Nazi party. So, you know. Anyway.
How do you force Ukraine to back off from the Kursk region? You attack Latvia. You've got Kaliningrad right here, this chunk right here on the Baltic.
Wait, why is Latvia getting involved in this, bro? Oh no, poor Latvia. Bro, no one gives a fuck about Latvia, okay? Latvia's just chilling. Latvia's just chilling, okay?
This is Russia. Kaliningrad right here is a Russian oblast that is not connected to Russia. It is bordered to the north by Lithuania and to the south by Poland. They could launch an incursion from Kaliningrad into Lithuania. In fact, they could attack Lithuania from the south and Latvia from the east. It'd be a massive expansion, but it would force Ukraine or NATO to reassess. Now, I don't know.
Damn, Tim, they should hire you. Bro, I don't know, like, Kaliningrad is interesting, but I don't think, like, it's... I don't know, like, how armed it is, okay? Like, it's so weird. Like, yeah, why would they do that as well?
Know that Russia could handle by itself going up against all of the Western powers. The question then becomes, how does Turkey handle this? The question then becomes, what does China think? Russia's huge. if China enters the fray, joining Russia, taking Taiwan, splitting U.S. forces. Welcome to
What? China is staying the fuck out, as China always does. Like, this is just... Oh no, they're part of BRICS, though. China will stay out, alright? Just how it always has stayed out of this sort of shit, bro. Tim has played too much Hearts of Iron 4.
World War III. Not to mention, we've already got a crisis in the Middle East. You've got the Houthi rebels in the Red Sea attacking shipping lanes. Saudi Arabia, Yemen. You've got Iran.
Okay.
Things are eating up.
This is such cursed map content to consume. Like, I love him, like, he doesn't know most of these countries, okay? Like, he's just jumping around, like, looking at a few of them. Latvia, Lithuania, thought it was the same countries, to now he's zoomed in on, like, Israel. Like, he's like, bro, what the fuck are you doing on about, bro? You really should start a gaming channel. I would watch him play Hearts of Iron 4.
And I think that I fear. I don't know. I fear we will have full-scale war before the election. I mean, I feel like it would result in Trump winning, but this is their fail-safe. The military-industrial
But the thing is, like, this is all tied around Ukraine, okay? We're more likely to face, like, a World War III scenario from what's happening in Israel, with Iran getting involved and those sorts of regions, okay? The likelihood of World War III starting is going to start in the Middle East. It's not going to be fucking Ukraine, Russia, okay? Are you insane? Nobody else is on Russia's side, bro. I mean, Belarus, but, like, okay. I'm talking about
What is life
superpowers.
like on Bitch Island? I don't know. Ask
Complex,
your mom.
they call it, wants the war. If Donald Trump becomes president and the war is already on, it will be very, very difficult to stop. And Trump may have no choice but to say, we're going to see this through. We can't stop now. I think Trump will attempt to bring peace. But I do believe that Democrats will try to make this war happen before anyone can change office. Speaking on CBS's Face the Nation, the Arizona Democrat said 130,000 Russians have had to leave their homes.
Bro, he's so fucking... Oh my god. Now, and do you see how it's noticed? It's like focused on the Russians leaving their homes? Like, yeah. Of course, it's been invaded by Ukraine, but Ukraine has been continuously invaded by Russia for like how long now? But he's only focusing on like what Ukraine has done. Oh my god, bro.
At this point in the conflict, I think the Ukrainians did something unpredictable that could really change the tide of how this conflict is going to play out. At the time of the Russian invasion of Ukraine, there were fears that if Ukraine and its allies expanded into Russian territory, a regional or global conflict could break out. The war, however, has largely settled into a stalemate, at least until Ukraine's forces crossed into the Kursk region in Russian territory. It's simple. Low-yield tactical nukes. Russia is not going to tolerate.
Low-yield tactical nukes. It's so simple, bro. He's so fucking dumb. It's simple. Low-yield tactical nukes. Yeah, nuke your own territory. Oh, God. That's such a good soundbite, bro.
The war, however, has largely settled into a stalemate, at least until Ukraine's forces crossed into the Kursk region in Russian territory. It's simple. Low-yield tactical nukes. Russia...
Oh my god, he's so dumb, bro. War exchange. Simple, low yield, tactical. Oh god, that's so good, bro.
Russia is not going to tolerate its city being evacuated. How long until Russia says 100 kilotons? We'll keep it small. End Kiev. That ends the war overnight. I don't know that we'll see that we see that right away. I think what we see first is likely going to be low yield nuclear artillery, flattening the eastern region of Ukraine, just wiping out some key areas. If Russia uses any kind of actual higher yield nuclear weapon, then it's World War III and they know it. But I don't know that it matters anymore. This is psychotic. Ukraine is the enemy of this country. Ukraine is our enemy, being funded by the Democrats. I will
Bro, it's so good to see the context. Don't you understand? It's so good to see the context. Holy shit.
Stress again. One of the greatest enemies of our nation right now is Ukraine. They are expanding this war.
What about
now,
Russia?
Don't get me wrong, I know. You've got criminal elements of the U.S. government pushing them and guiding them and telling them what to do. Ukraine.
Not a single negative thing said about Russia, by the way. Not one.
Is now accused, a German warrant issued for blowing up the Nord Stream pipeline. Triggering this conflict.
Now, we've seen this covered before. It did not trigger the conflict. It was well into the beginning of the war where the Nord Stream pipeline was blown up. Was it likely blown up by Ukraine? Yes, okay. But back then, everyone was like saying, ah, Russia blew up their own pipeline. Whatever. Okay, regardless.
Ukraine is the greatest threat to this nation and to the world. We should rescind all funding and financing, pull out all military support, and we should apologize to Russia. Vladimir Putin's a bad guy. Not a good dude, don't like him. But for what reason are we now allowing Ukrainian forces to invade Russia? Russia's only recourse if they lose the Kursk region is going to be just carpet bombing Ukraine. They can.
What?
Not win, but by the graces of Russia does Ukraine continue, because Russia has nukes. Russia is deciding not to flatten Ukraine.
Oh, Russia's the good guy, bro. God, he's stupid. Bro, he's reading notes. Oh my god.
If Russia decides right now that an invasion into their territory is too much, and so they decide to just carpet bomb or nuke Ukraine, it's over. Maybe that's what NATO wants. Justification for entering the war and scaling things up and starting World War III. World War III being the excuse by which they can rush into Russia, destroy their government.
What? Bro, what? Russia's a fucking, like, dictatorship, basically. Like, Tim, you're American, like... This is literally a Putin talking. Wait, this is insane. Okay, I need the bathroom. I'll let it keep playing. Bro, this is... Fuck, he is, like, absolutely... Like, the comments must be... Oh my god. Bro, Russia's small beam, but also Russia nuke everything. He's a non-Slav DEI hire. He is actually a DEI hire, bro. There's no way he didn't know, especially because of the video we saw before. He was like, put your hand up. Who doesn't care about Ukraine? And he put his fucking hand up. Like, it's very clear what you're doing here, okay? Everyone wants to be an actor nowadays. So true.
Putin's in between a rock and a hard place.
Oh, back in the bed.
What's he gonna do?
Putin's between a rock and a hard place. Bro, come on. Oh, the US. It was between such a rock and a hard place when it had to, like, you know, fucking nuke Japan. Damn, and you know, ruthlessly slaughter hundreds of civilians in Tokyo. The US was caught between such a fucking rock and hard place. Holy shit.
Allow NATO to expand on its border? Literally invade its territory? It did. Will China intervene on behalf of Russia? Things are getting crazy. At first, we heard that the Ukrainians were firing rockets into this region. And they said it's because Russians were attacking them from this territory. Now they've invaded and triggered an evacuation. On Sunday, host Margaret Brennan asked Kelly if he was comfortable with American weapons being used on Russian soil. I am at this point, Kelly said. The Ukrainians were illegally attacked by Vladimir Putin. He's intentionally killing women, children, old people. It was an illegal invasion. Illegal? It's an invasion. This incursion, and let's characterize it that way for now. I don't think the Ukrainians want to intentionally hold Russian territory for a long period of time. But this really set Putin back on his heels. No, it didn't. Putin's allowing it to happen. That's the reality. He's allowing it to happen. I will stress this again. At any point, Vladimir Putin could scale up the weapons that he's using, and he can say, 10 kilotons. Flatten this region. Not Kursk. Flatten, I don't know, Donetsk. What are we looking at? Likely where they're invading from, here's Kursk, from Sumy. Flatten them. He can literally just flatten the rural areas outside of it. He can destroy any means by which vehicles could transport through, and he can say, cut them off. Tactical or nuclear artillery. I mean, the reality is this, my fear. Vladimir Putin.
Yo. Let's recharacterize this invasion. Holy shit. Yeah, Putin's between a rock and a hard place, but he's also perfectly controlling the situation. Yeah. No, yes, that's literally defense for Russia. Okay, that's the fascist defense. It's like my enemy is both strong and weak. Okay, you know that contradiction.
Putin nukes Kiev with a 100-kiloton bomb and says it ends today. The people of Russia won't tolerate this. But I got to tell you, there's another reality here. Putin may be very happy that they invaded Kursk. It's going to allow him to mobilize a war effort. He may be sitting back being like, thank God they finally did it. Now he goes on TV and says, NATO, the United States, through Ukraine, have attacked and invaded our country, displacing 130,000 people. He might then say, my fellow Russians, you must mobilize. We need weapons manufacturing. We need resources. We need food. The war has been brought to us. If you sit back, the West will destroy us. And this is going to ignite the people of Russia. This may be what Putin was hoping for. So then, with the mass mobilization, they go in and crush Ukraine.
Yeah, he's already
done that. If
that.
It really did escalate to that point, I fear Putin would then bomb Kiev. You know why? Because ain't no European nation is going. What did they say? Which city was it in Poznan? I think it was. Might have been. Some EU parliamentary member says no one is going to sacrifice New York for Poznan, Polish city. If Vladimir Putin really was to nuke a Polish city, there would be no dramatic mutually assured destruction escalation. If Putin were to attack Kiev with a 100-kiloton bomb, flattening city center, just decimating their center of central governance, is NATO really going to scale this up? I do think that if Putin were to drop a nuke on Ukraine, Democrats would be in trouble because
now he's talking
a
about
lot of
bombing Poland. Bro. Oh god, he can't even get his promo right. Why does he keep talking about? Because he fucking Simple actively fantasizes about war and civil war. It's one of my favorite tweets of all time was when wasn't it when Trump got indicted or something, or when was it? When did he tweet war full stop? It was something so good. Oh, fuck, what was it again? I think it was like literally this year. And he just tweeted like, can you please admit to my roommate that you're British, please? No, I'm not British. I'm South African. Even if I wanted to live in the UK, I wouldn't be allowed to. I don't have a British passport. Anyway.
People in this country are going to blame them. They're going to say, Ukraine, if we did not support it, a country we have nothing to do with, Russia would have come in and taken the land, but that would be the end of it. The escalation.
It was when Trump got shot? No, I don't think it was. Was it that like soon? Wasn't it when fucking Joe? No, okay, no, you might be right that it was that where he just tweeted like war full stop. Fuck, that was so good.
It's crazy, man. I don't know what else to tell you. Invasion? What invasion? Putin is downplaying Ukraine's Kursk offensive. Sure. Atlantic Council. Warmongers. Kelly added, since the invasion now over 2 years ago, we have, periodically, as we should reevaluate, how we're going to conduct ourselves.
It's funny, like, this is the first time he's mentioned that, like that Russia has invaded Ukraine. Since the invasion now over 2 years ago, that's Russia invading Ukraine, okay? That is the first time that has been mentioned here. Like, wow, dude.
With regards to Ukraine. As soon as Ukraine invaded Russia, the U.S. should have cut off all funding. But the point...
And then he realizes that they were talking about the Russian invasion, and he scrolls down and just goes right back to the Ukraine invading Russia. Did you see that, chat? Oh my god, it's another one of those dumbass Tim Pool moments where he doesn't realize, he starts reading the article, suddenly he realizes what they're talking about, and then just doesn't continue. Look at this, okay?
Kelly added, since the invasion now over 2 years ago, we have, periodically, as we should reevaluate, how we're going to conduct ourselves with regards to Ukraine. As soon as Ukraine invaded...
Then he just scrolls down. Because it was like... And not with regards to Ukraine.
Invasion now over 2 years ago, we have...
Regards to Ukrainians' use of security assistance that we provide them. And I think it should be appropriate to continue to look at what their needs are. He's talking at what Ukraine needs.
Periodically, as we should reevaluate, how we're going to conduct ourselves with regards to Ukraine. As soon as Ukraine invaded Russia, the U.S. should have cut off all funding. But the point is, Ukraine's a vassal state of the United States. Russia knows this. We are being dragged into that war. I'll leave it there. Smash the like button, subscribe to this channel, share the show with your friends. You can follow me on X and Instagram at Timcast. Subscribe if you didn't already. Thanks for hanging out. Next segment will be at 8 p.m. at youtube.com/TimcastIRL, and we'll see you all then.
Bro, that was so good. Holy shit. Only the worst people call X, I swear. Just to go back. I'm just gonna go back quickly to that original thing one that
It's a list. In the wee hours.
This one here is actually like this is way before. Like this is what? 9 months ago? So way before, but look at that. What was that little thing where he was like, I don't care about Ukraine? Yeah, he was like, I don't believe this.
In his hands and began to turn the ring. Then the serviceman took the grenade away from the child and pulled the ring, causing a tragic explosion. I don't believe it! Are you kidding me? The first story that went around on social media.
He literally wanted to basically say that, oh no, it's like Ukraine internally killing their own like army generals. Okay, and it wasn't a mistake. Like, so I realized that maybe something's not as recognized here. She's part of the Temple Network. Yeah, I know Lauren Southern. I don't really just want to watch her. We know Lauren Southern. I know her anti like immigrant documentaries. I know that she also like went on a boat or some shit to like deal with migrants. Yeah. And she's been dropped by Patreon, banned by GoFundMe, and demonetized on YouTube. Yeah, she fucking sucks.
Was that it was a bunch of glasses shaped like grenades, and one of them was real. Now they're saying that the kid was holding the grenade.
Where's that moment? Like, raise your hand. Let me show you. Like, this is like, bro, what the fuck?
Says it's not.
Yeah, here it is. Here.
And I think this is the sad end. Ladies and gentlemen, Zelensky says it's not the right time for elections. Is this the democracy that we were supporting? How many of you don't care? Raise your hands. I raise my hand. I don't care about Ukraine. You know, I gotta be honest. I do care about Ukraine because I've been there several times.
Arun, look at this. Like, look at this. Like, I don't care about Ukraine. Okay, but look at this, Arun. In these Tim Pool, like, Russian propaganda videos, look at this. Okay? Look at what he looks at. Okay, look at this. Okay? Of all of, like, the articles to, like, look at. The Hindustan Times. Everyone in the chat said they're like massive. That's insane. Yeah. And this isn't one of those videos. This is that, you know, this is the same video where he was like, Ukraine is the enemy of the people and the world. Okay, this is the same video. You know that clip? Oh gosh. I'll show you what he says about it. Hindustan Times is right wing, yeah.
Hindustan Times, scariest outcome we could have seen. Hindustan Times, not that I think is the greatest source or whatever. NATO rift over Ukraine, Kursk's incursion exposed. Italian deputy prime minister warns West of World War III. Yeah, here we go. Telegraph. World War III is closer than anyone dare admit. I mean, I've been talking about it. Ukraine has invaded Russia. Let's pull this up.
He's right. Hindustan Times is not the greatest source,
Let's pull up the
yeah.
map here. We're grabbing it, and we'll do Kursk, Russia.
Bro.
This is Ukraine invading Russian territory.
Throughout this entire thing, we just watched this, but like throughout this entire thing, he talks about it's Ukraine invading Russia, but not once mentions Russia invading Ukraine in the beginning. And when he does, he scrolls over the article and just is like, whatever. It's very... Oh my god. My word. Anyway, chat, I actually have to go now. I know that, like, it's such a short stream, but I do. And I have to go. As a new Discord DM, could we get it as a command? Sure. I will be live for much longer tomorrow, but I'm going out, actually to meet IRL with So Freely. So that's going to be fun, and Double Scuffed. So that's going to be great. Let's see who's live. You know what, we'll raid Central Committee. I've never raided Central Committee before. Ever. Because I've never been able to do that. So I'm going to do that. And I will be live for much longer tomorrow. Maybe when I'm back, I'll go live again, but I probably would have had a few drinks, so maybe not. We'll see. But yeah, we'll raid Central Committee. That'll be great. Yeah. I'll see all of you. Yeah, I'm ending very early today. Only 3 hour stream. Literal, like, less than half day. Yeah. Anyway. It'll be a lot of fun. Alright. Bye, everyone.